Most people have been taught that you have a niche audience and you create a specific message and specific content for that niche audience. The problem is, the minute you do that and the algorithms try to seed your content beyond your audience, it sees that it doesn't resonate because people don't care, and it suppresses that reach. So what the algorithms are looking for is content that they can seed to the widest possible audience that still grabs and holds their attention. So the trick is, how do we make our content interesting to the people who know nothing about you? Maybe they don't even care about what you're talking about, but still playing to your overall objectives and goals because you still want to hit that core target audience. Preface. Renowned Greek-American engineer, physician, and entrepreneur Peter Diamandis, celebrated for founding and chairing the X Prize Foundation, once famously remarked that the average individual wielding a smartphone today possesses more access to information than the President of the United States did in the late 1990s. With smartphones empowering every person on Earth to wield impactful knowledge gained through research or the dissemination of influential messages, it's clear the entirety of human knowledge now fits snugly in the palm of your hand. This access to a wealth of information is undeniably a blessing, but it also presents a challenge. Many find themselves inundated, overwhelmed, and stressed by the sheer volume of content bombarding them daily. In 1970, the average American encountered 500 advertisements per day. Today, that number has skyrocketed to between 4,000 and 10,000. This inundation has shortened human attention spans considerably. Today, capturing someone's attention often boils down to mere seconds. Consider this: the initial interaction many individuals have with your brand or business occurs on social media platforms, where a staggering 147,000 photos, 54,000 shared links, and 317,000 status updates flood Facebook every minute. Meanwhile, Instagram witnesses over 95 million posts shared daily, and YouTube racks up 1 billion hours of content watched each day. Amidst this whirlwind of distraction, standing out becomes an imperative for anyone seeking visibility. Whether online or offline, mastering the art of quickly capturing attention is essential. Fortunately, Kane stands as an expert in helping individuals and businesses distinguish themselves. Brendan gained prominence when he successfully garnered 1 million followers within 30 days, an achievement chronicled in his book, 1 Million Followers. It was through his speaking engagements, including one at Mindvalley's A-Fest, that I encountered Brendan and was struck by his insights into digital and social media. Impressed, I invited him to advise my company, Mindvalley. In just a few months, Brendan revolutionized how my team and I communicate online. His strategies not only bolstered our company's revenue, but also enabled us to disseminate crucial information and influence our audience effectively, turning us into more impactful advocates. Notably, Brendan played a pivotal role in our campaign exposing the harmful effects of Coca-Cola's marketing claims, garnering 10 million views within a week. In essence, Brendan's expertise not only elevated our company, but also empowered us to amplify vital messages and shape consciousness. Thus, understanding how to stand out is paramount. Having a large following is one thing, but truly making a difference requires effective communication. This book provides a blueprint for enhancing communication with potential audiences, partners, and existing customers. You'll discover how to cultivate loyal, engaged supporters who champion your visions and mission. To kickstart your journey, I'll share some essential insights I've gleaned while expanding my following and reach at Mindvalley. 1. Know your audience. Tailor your communication to resonate with specific demographics, whether millennials, baby boomers, or niche groups. 2. Embody your demographic. Immerse yourself in experiences that align with your audience's interests and share these experiences authentically. 3. Understand your purpose. Clarify your motivations and ensure your actions contribute positively to the world, reflecting on how they'll impact future generations. 4. Embrace authenticity. Share not just your successes, but also your vulnerabilities, fostering genuine connections with your audience. Brendan delves into these principles and more within this book. While you may be eager to dive in, let's address a common hurdle: doubts about your worthiness and uniqueness. Remember, you won't know until you try. My own journey, from reluctance to publish my thoughts to becoming a New York Times bestseller, underscores this truth. In moments of doubt, recognize these feelings as self-imposed barriers. Push past insecurities and embrace growth through practice and feedback. Brendan's insights will guide you on this journey to amplifying your impact. So shed your reservations and let your voice be heard. Introduction: Navigating the 3-second realm. In today's digital landscape, our existence is defined by micro attention spans. With an astonishing 60 billion messages circulating on digital platforms daily, we're inundated with a relentless stream of information. Whether it's a text, notification, email, advertisement, or social media post, our minds grapple with processing unprecedented volumes of content. The average person now dedicates 11 hours daily to engaging with digital media across various formats, scrolling through a staggering 300 feet of content. This digital deluge encompasses habits such as checking phones 1,500 times weekly and refreshing email inboxes up to 30 times an hour. The statistics are staggering. Every 60 seconds on Facebook, 400 new users join, accompanied by 317,000 status updates, 147,000 uploaded photos, and 54,000 shared links. Instagram alone witnesses the sharing of 95 million photos and videos daily. Simultaneously, YouTube sees a continuous influx of content with over 500 hours uploaded per minute, while Spotify welcomes approximately 40,000 new songs each day. This influx of stimuli has revolutionized our information processing and communication patterns, both online and offline. Recent research from Prezi, a presentation software company, indicates a growing selectivity in our attention allocation. Latham Arneson, former vice president of digital marketing at Paramount Pictures, observes this communication shift, noting the intensified competition for audience attention across myriad platforms. Eric Brownstein, President and Chief Strategy Officer of Shareability, echoes this sentiment, emphasizing the proliferation of both content quantity and quality, leading to heightened competition for limited attention spans. In this digital ecosystem, even traditional advertising mediums like billboards and buses must consider their digital shareability. Crafting narratives through a social media and digital-first lens has become imperative, aligning with audience expectations shaped by this evolving landscape. Entrepreneur Gary Vaynerchuk underscores the significance of adapting to changing consumer attention patterns, warning against clinging to outdated marketing tactics. In response to advertisers' concerns, Facebook revised its video view metrics, now counting views at 3 seconds to better reflect viewer engagement. This alteration reflects the platform's commitment to prioritizing content that captivates and sustains audience interest. Amidst these transformations, the concept of the hook point emerges as a critical strategy for seizing attention within the initial seconds of engagement. Gary Vaynerchuk credits attention-capturing abilities as pivotal to success, emphasizing the importance of forging genuine connections with audiences. From Kylie Jenner's astute leveraging of social media attention to Gary Vaynerchuk's digital marketing prowess, the ability to capture and retain attention proves instrumental in achieving commercial objectives. However, many struggle to articulate their messages effectively amidst the cacophony of digital noise. Brownstein emphasizes the need to prioritize audience value over self-promotion, likening brand-centric marketing to a tedious monologue. Instead, brands must focus on delivering meaningful content that resonates with their audience's interests and desires. In light of these challenges, mastering the art of the hook point offers a pathway to marketing effectiveness and brand resonance. This book aims to demystify the process, empowering individuals, businesses, and brands to stand out, innovate, and thrive in the 3-second world. Whether you're a recent graduate or a seasoned entrepreneur, the ability to craft attention-grabbing narratives is indispensable for seizing opportunities and realizing goals. I wrote this book with the firm belief that understanding and harnessing the power of hook points can catalyze success across diverse domains. These principles serve as the cornerstone of effective communication and marketing strategies, propelling individuals and businesses towards sustained growth and impact. If you seek further guidance on mastering hook points or navigating the evolving digital landscape, I invite you to reach out. Together, let's embark on a journey to captivate audiences, drive action, and unlock untold possibilities in the 3-second realm. Chapter 1, introducing Hook Point, your secret weapon. In the midst of constant digital noise, be it from your phone, the news, TV, radio, or billboards, standing out requires a powerful hook point. But what exactly is a hook point? It can take the form of compelling text, insightful statistics, captivating concepts, engaging personalities, innovative products, or a blend of these elements, used both online and offline to swiftly capture attention. The aim? To grab your audience within seconds, compelling them to delve deeper into your content or business. My team and I prioritize crafting hook points that captivate in 3 seconds or less, particularly in the realm of digital and social media. A well-executed hook point isn't just about grabbing attention. It's about igniting curiosity, generating leads, launching products effectively, fostering social followings, driving revenue growth, crafting impactful brand messaging, and achieving various career milestones. The concept of the hook point isn't new. It's rooted in decades of advertising and branding strategies. While I don't claim to have originated these ideas, I've redefined them to suit our contemporary digital landscape, where micro-attention reigns supreme. Great advertising often hinges on a strong hook point. Take the example of brand strategist Craig Clemens, who draws inspiration from advertising legends like Gary Halbert. Halbert's infamous campaign for Tova Borgnine's perfume, with its attention-grabbing headline and bold claims, attracted thousands to a launch event and catapulted sales exponentially. This success rested on tapping into the universal desire to attract and impress others. Similarly, copywriter Ernest Lupinacci praises the hook point in a Timberland boots ad, which creatively used the concept of hypothermia to highlight the product's functionality. In a world inundated with content, such hooks cut through the clutter, instantly capturing attention and conveying the message effectively. In today's landscape, where attention spans are fleeting and competition for engagement is fierce, the power of a compelling hook point cannot be overstated. As Lupinacci notes, traditional advertising faces increasing challenges in breaking through the noise of on-demand content. In this environment, a strong hook point isn't just an advantage, it's a necessity for meaningful engagement and impact. Due to these factors, Lupinacci underscores the extraordinary achievement of executing a commercial like Jeep's Groundhog Day, debuted during the 2020 Super Bowl, accessible at www.brendanjkane.com/groundhog. This ad stood out not only for its charm, humor, impeccable execution, and alignment with the Jeep brand's passion and irreverence, but also because it seamlessly integrated Jeep into the Groundhog Day narrative in a compelling manner. While the Jeep Rubicon wasn't the central focus, it played a pivotal supporting role alongside Bill Murray and the Groundhog, enhancing the ad's impact. Lupinacci applauds High Dive, O Positive Films, and Jeep for delivering branded content that prioritizes utility, showcasing how a brand can meaningfully connect with consumers. Ultimately, the success of this ad hinged on its captivating hook. The alignment of the Super Bowl with Groundhog Day, coupled with Bill Murray's association with both the event and the ad, significantly contributed to its triumph. Mike Jurkovac, an Emmy Award-winning director/producer at TheBridge.co, asserts that leveraging these hooks was instrumental in Jeep's triumph during the Super Bowl. He emphasizes Murray's embodiment of the Jeep brand's qualities, authenticity, and a hint of quirkiness, which resonates with potential Jeep buyers. In today's landscape, saturated with diverse content across platforms like Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, marketers face heightened challenges in breaking through the noise. Jurkovac acknowledges the plethora of distribution channels, making it harder for content to stand out. Doug Scott, former president of Ogilvy Entertainment and current president of Big Block, emphasizes the need for marketers to adapt their content strategies to capitalize on social media's monetization potential across various platforms. Hook points serve as invaluable tools for cutting through the online clutter and competing with clickbait. Unlike clickbait, which lacks substance, hook points are anchored in authentic and compelling narratives that provide value, build trust, and foster credibility. Lupinacci highlights the importance of creating hook points that resonate with Dr. Ian Malcolm's cautionary stance from Jurassic Park, considering not just if something can be done, but if it should be done. Effective hook points not only drive brand growth and relevance, but also ensure survival in competitive markets. The demise of Blockbuster serves as a cautionary tale, contrasting with Netflix's success driven by strong hook points. Blockbuster's failure to innovate and develop original hooks led to its downfall, while Netflix thrived by pioneering DVD delivery and binge-worthy content. Similarly, Amazon's ascent was propelled by a myriad of hooks, enabling it to outpace traditional retail giants. The ability to generate hooks through the hook point framework fosters innovation and resilience, irrespective of a company's size or status. In an era characterized by short attention spans and information overload, capturing audience attention within seconds is crucial for brand longevity. Consistent use of the hook point framework can sustain audience engagement, safeguarding market share and competitiveness in the dynamic digital landscape. Showdown: Battle of Strategic Marketing Tools. In the arena of strategic marketing tools, there's a fierce showdown between the hook point, unique selling proposition, USP, tagline, point of difference, and mission statement. So are they all the same? Well, it's a bit of a mixed bag. A USP distinguishes a company, service, or brand from its competitors by highlighting its unique benefit. A tagline is a concise, memorable phrase conveying the brand's essence. Mission statements embody a company's values, while a brand's purpose defines its reason for existence. But when it comes to marketing, any of these could serve as a hook point if it grabs attention effectively. Take Netflix, for instance. Initially, their hook point and USP was their DVD rental service sans late fees, which differentiated them from Blockbuster. Later, original content and binge watching became additional hook points. However, sometimes a brand's USP may not be the ideal hook point. Disney, for example, utilizes various hook points like Star Wars Land to draw attention, even though their USP revolves around family experiences. Nike provides another case study. While their tagline, USP, shoes, mission, and purpose are distinct, their hook points revolve around sponsored athletes like LeBron James and Michael Jordan. Nike continuously evolves its hook points to stay relevant, such as the controversy surrounding their Zoom Vaporfly shoes. In this ever-changing landscape, hook points must evolve to capture attention amidst saturated markets and changing consumer preferences. Nike's mastery lies in aligning these hook points with its core values, ensuring substance backs up the attention they attract. Ultimately, hook points serve as entry points to the brand's narrative, where taglines, USPs, mission statements, and purpose find meaning. Making an entrance: strategies with MTV, Vice, and Taylor Swift. Throughout my career, the hook point methodology has been pivotal to my success. Leveraging hook points enabled me to secure partnerships with industry giants like MTV, Taylor Swift, Vice Magazine, and Paramount Pictures, as well as secure book deals, podcast appearances, and television spots. These techniques even helped me amass 1 million social media followers in just 30 days. My appreciation for the power of hook points truly crystallized when I moved to Los Angeles in 2005 to pursue a career in film. Starting as a humble production assistant at Lakeshore Entertainment, known for producing hits like $1 Million Baby and the Underworld franchise, I initially felt like a needle in a haystack amidst countless aspirants. However, by implementing the strategies detailed in this book, I swiftly ascended to lead Lakeshore's pioneering digital division within a year. Crafting compelling hook points and narratives allowed me to communicate my value effectively, leading to rapid advancement. But this journey wasn't without its challenges. Determined to forge a connection with Gary Lachesi, Lakeshore's president, I seized every opportunity. Despite initial hurdles like his assistant's reluctance to schedule a meeting, I persisted. Stationing myself outside his office daily, I patiently waited for a chance to engage him in conversation. Through these interactions, I discerned his pain points and identified ways to provide unique value. One pivotal breakthrough came when I showcased my background in founding internet companies during college and my expertise in digital platforms. Recognizing the potential to revolutionize Lakeshore's marketing efforts, I proposed establishing the company's first digital division. This proposition propelled me from a mere personal assistant to a key player in marketing meetings and collaborations with other studios. Subsequently, I embarked on developing groundbreaking advertising technology inspired by my observations on MySpace's untapped potential. Presenting this innovation to industry giants required finesse and creativity. Leveraging compelling hook points, I secured meetings with major players like Viacom, MTV, and Facebook. Eventually, a licensing deal with MTV materialized, leading to successful partnerships with Rock Band, Vice Magazine, and others. Another venture involved pioneering website technology aimed at enhancing MTV's digital presence. By highlighting its potential to drive revenue and engage audiences, I secured a lucrative licensing deal with MTV, which ultimately led to a meeting with rising star Taylor Swift. Understanding her hands-on approach to digital branding, I tailored my pitch to showcase how our technology could empower her creative expression. These experiences underscore the importance of crafting compelling hook points tailored to specific audiences. Whether navigating corporate boardrooms or engaging with high-profile personalities, understanding their needs and concerns is paramount. By following the strategies outlined in this book, you too can unlock opportunities and effectively market your products and services. For personalized guidance on enhancing your brand's innovation and visibility, don't hesitate to reach out to me at bkane@brendonjkane.com or visit www.brendonjkane.com/work-with-Brendan. A powerful hook point can be transformative, shaping the course of the world. Early in my career, I grasped the significance of a compelling hook point in marketing, branding, and achieving success. However, it wasn't until a conversation with my copywriter friend Craig Clemens that I realized its potential to enact profound change. As we delved into the concept of hook points and their potential impact, Clemens recounted the story of Claude Hopkins, a trailblazer in advertising during the 1920s. Hopkins, credited with revolutionizing modern marketing, notably transformed societal habits with his campaigns for brands like Goodyear Tire and Quaker Oats. One of Hopkins' most iconic endeavors involved revolutionizing oral hygiene. At the time, only a small fraction of the population practiced regular teeth brushing due to lax hygiene standards. Hopkins recognized an opportunity with Pepsodent toothpaste and devised a brilliant advertising strategy. By associating dental care with enhanced attractiveness and featuring celebrities of the era in his campaign, Hopkins effectively changed societal behavior. Within a decade, the percentage of daily toothbrush users skyrocketed from 5 to 65%, demonstrating the profound impact of a well-executed hook point. Indeed, as Clemens aptly remarked, if you've ever kissed someone with bad breath, you understand the significance of hook points in improving our lives. Conversely, hook points can also be wielded to detrimental effect. Clemens recounted the exploits of Edward Bernays, a pioneer in public relations and propaganda. Drawing on his uncle Sigmund Freud's theories, Bernays applied psychological tactics to shape public opinion, often with troubling consequences. One notable instance involved Bernays' collaboration with George Washington Hill, who sought to expand the market for cigarettes among women. Leveraging Freudian insights and capitalizing on women's desire for liberation, Bernays orchestrated a publicity stunt at the New York City Easter Day Parade in 1929. By portraying smoking as a symbol of female empowerment, Bernays ignited a surge in female tobacco consumption, perpetuating harmful stereotypes and influencing societal perceptions for generations. Thus, the power of hook points, while capable of affecting positive change, also carries the potential for manipulation and harm. Quick tips and recap. A hook point can encompass various elements such as text, like a catchy phrase or title, insights derived from statistics, professional perspectives, philosophies or personal thoughts, concepts or ideas, personalities, performances, such as music, sports or acting, products, services, or a combination thereof. These hook points are employed both online and offline to swiftly capture an audience's attention. They serve multiple purposes, from expanding your audience and bolstering brand messaging to securing job opportunities and excelling in crucial meetings. Hook points can facilitate acquiring top-tier clients, driving substantial revenue growth, and realizing career aspirations like podcast appearances, speaking engagements, or television spots. Importantly, a hook point is not synonymous with clickbait. It's tethered to an authentic narrative that adds value, fosters trust, and enhances credibility. In today's landscape, inundated with over 60 billion daily messages, standing out becomes increasingly challenging. The hook point framework is invaluable for cutting through this noise, ensuring you retain market share and stay competitive. It's crucial for hook points to evolve alongside changing markets and increasing saturation. Above all, a hook point should consistently reflect the essence of your brand. Remarkable hook points possess the potential to catalyze profound change on a global scale. Chapter 2: Inspired Hook Points, Lessons from Tesla, the Blair Witch, and Beyond. Crafting an effective hook point for your company, product, or content begins with understanding your audience's desires and pain points. When devising a hook point, I always ask myself, how can I address my audience's specific needs or challenges? What outcome are they seeking but have yet to attain? For instance, a hook point I've utilized successfully in the past is 0 to 1 million followers in 30 days. This grabs attention because it promises the coveted outcome of a substantial social media following, tapping into the audience's desire for effective self-promotion. Notice the boldness of the statement. It's not about gradual growth, but an immediate transformation. Similarly, the subtitle of this book, How to Stand Out in a 3-Second World, speaks to a common pain point: the struggle to differentiate oneself amid competition and distractions. Whether aiming for better opportunities, prestigious clients, revenue growth, or bigger deals, capturing attention is paramount in achieving these goals. To stand out, you must appear unique and desirable. Centering your value proposition around inspiring your potential audience sets you on the path to success. Throughout this chapter, we'll explore compelling examples of individuals and companies that have mastered the art of the hook point. Breaking barriers. The free solo phenomenon. Free Solo, the award-winning documentary by Jimmy Chin and Elizabeth Chai Vasarhelyi, offers a prime example of a powerful hook point. The film chronicles professional climber Alex Honnold's unprecedented ascent of El Capitan in Yosemite National Park, without ropes. The sheer novelty and audacity of such a feat captivate audiences. The absence of ropes becomes the focal point, intensifying the tension and drawing viewers in. Contrast this with Chin and Vasarhelyi's earlier work, Meru, which documents a perilous ascent of the Shark's Fin route on Meru Peak. While it boasts a compelling trailer featuring the filmmaker's brush with death, Meru didn't achieve the same level of acclaim as Free Solo. Despite personal preferences, Free Solo triumphs due to its ability to evoke the primal fear of survival, heightened by Honnold's precarious journey. The hook point isn't merely about climbing. It taps into the visceral fight-or-flight response, engaging even those indifferent to the sport. Free Solo illustrates that a product or idea itself can serve as a potent hook point. While risking one's life isn't necessary, having a story-worthy or distinctive element is essential. Your hook point should be concise, impactful, and genuine, leaving your audience craving more. 1 for 1. For every product you buy, Tom's helps someone in need. When Blake Mycoskie launched Tom's Shoes, he introduced the 1-for-1 concept, signifying that with every purchase made by consumers, Tom's would assist a child in need. Mycoskie's inspiration stemmed from a poignant encounter in 2006 when he observed barefoot children in an Argentine village. Motivated to make a difference, he formulated the 1-for-1 initiative, which became the cornerstone of Tom's success. By 2014, Tom's attracted a significant investment of $313 million from Bain Capital, propelling its valuation to over $600 million. However, in recent years, Tom's faced notable stagnation in growth, marked by negative credit ratings and bankruptcy speculations. This decline was attributed partly to a shift in focus towards design rather than the core mission. Jim Alling, a former executive from Starbucks and T-Mobile, acknowledges this misstep, emphasizing the necessity of maintaining a compelling narrative alongside product excellence. Moreover, the replication of Tom's original model by competitors diluted its uniqueness, necessitating the introduction of fresh strategies to remain relevant. Presently, Tom's endeavors to address homelessness, promote female empowerment, and foster social entrepreneurship, diversifying its hook points to expand its brand footprint. Nevertheless, Tom's impact remains substantial, with over 35 million pairs of shoes donated to children and extensions into eyewear and coffee, providing eyeglasses to 250,000 individuals in need and supplying clean water to multiple countries. No more late fees. Netflix's initial hook point, no late fees, emerged from CEO Reed Hastings' personal frustration with Blockbuster's punitive late fee policy. Inspired to revolutionize movie rentals, Hastings conceived a subscription-based model akin to gym memberships, eliminating late fees altogether. This innovative approach catapulted Netflix from a fledgling startup to a media powerhouse, outmaneuvering Blockbuster and amassing a vast customer base. Elon Musk's bold Cybertruck. Tesla's Cybertruck, with its unconventional design, defies conventional automotive norms, sparking intense public fascination. Recognizing the need for differentiation in the truck market, Elon Musk engineered a vehicle that combines distinctive aesthetics with superior functionality at an accessible price point. Despite polarizing opinions, the Cybertruck's uniqueness aligns seamlessly with Tesla's futuristic ethos, attracting over 250,000 pre-orders upon its announcement. 0 to 1 million followers in 30 days. 0 to 1 million followers in 30 days served as the pivotal hook point for scaling my brand. Recognizing the power of specificity and novelty, I strategically leveraged this concept to garner attention and open doors to lucrative opportunities. By offering a fresh narrative in a saturated market, I secured significant business deals and cultivated a loyal following, demonstrating the importance of crafting compelling hook points to stand out in a crowded landscape. Challenging expectations, revolutionizing your perspective. Many effective hook points provoke unconventional thinking, making the strategy of subverting expectations a powerful tool for capturing attention. One approach is to take commonly accepted beliefs or phrases and turn them upside down. For instance, in a successful social video, my team and I crafted the hook point, "Warning, safety is dangerous." This defied the norm that playing it safe leads to success, instead advocating for risk-taking and pursuing dreams. Your personal beliefs don't necessarily align with the subverted phrases you create. In one of my social videos, I used the hook point, "Meditation is a scam," despite being a longtime advocate for meditation. This hook was designed to intrigue viewers, leading them to uncover the truth behind popular misconceptions about meditation's efficacy and practice. According to Naveen Gowda, a digital content strategist on my team, subverting expectations prompts audiences to view ideas from new angles. Just as changing your viewpoint in a room alters your perception, hook points challenge viewers to reconsider familiar topics from fresh perspectives. This tactic is particularly valuable in saturated markets. Whether you're a yoga instructor, chef, or entrepreneur, regurgitating the same information as your competitors won't set you apart. By subverting expectations, you inject novelty into the conversation, ensuring your content doesn't blend into the background. Gary Vaynerchuk, known as Gary V, frequently employs this technique. In one of his social videos, when asked for inspiration, he responded with, "You're gonna die," a stark departure from typical motivational platitudes. While effective, Gowda advises caution, noting the fine line between subversion and contrarianism. Another adept practitioner of subversion is the digital media company Yes Theory. Through daring adventures, they challenge viewers to embrace discomfort and live authentically, offering a fresh take on familiar themes like pushing boundaries and stepping outside comfort zones. Hook points are potent storytelling tools. Despite its sensational title, my book 1 Million Followers goes beyond quick fix strategies, focusing on content testing and optimization. The titular hook point, however, catapulted me into the spotlight, generating widespread interest and opening doors to speaking engagements, media appearances, and business opportunities. Continuously testing and refining hook points has been integral to my career. It wasn't until my collaboration with Katie Couric that I honed this skill, testing thousands of variations of content and developing a systematic approach to crafting attention-grabbing headlines and hooks. The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss exemplifies the power of a compelling hook point with its promise of working fewer hours while enjoying life. Ferriss strategically chose this title to captivate readers' attention, leveraging the allure of a solution to a common desire. Despite containing familiar advice, the book's title distinguishes it and generates significant interest. Ferriss's meticulous testing of various titles underscores the importance of a strong hook point in attracting an audience. Craig Clemens, founder of Golden Hippo, emphasizes the significance of addressing audience pain points with hook points. By tapping into what keeps the audience up at night, marketers can create impactful messages that resonate with their needs. Clemens advises aligning hook points with audience concerns to establish credibility and attract attention effectively. The Sleep Doctor, adopted by Michael Broyce, illustrates the potency of a hook point in establishing recognition and credibility. Despite initial backlash from colleagues, Broyce persevered, leveraging his unique title to become a prominent figure in his field. His ability to simplify complex information into relatable hook points has further enhanced his visibility and credibility. In conclusion, crafting effective hook points is crucial for capturing attention and conveying unique value propositions. By addressing audience concerns and packaging information into compelling hooks, individuals and businesses can stand out in a crowded marketplace and establish themselves as credible authorities. Title: Crafting Compelling Hooks: Strategies for Engagement. When engaging with individuals face-to-face, I often experiment with different introductions to gauge their interest. For instance, I might mention that I specialize in digital and business strategy for esteemed Fortune 500 companies, iconic brands, and notable celebrities. It's remarkable how these keywords, Fortune 500 and celebrities, consistently spark curiosity and engagement. Deliberately keeping the hook somewhat ambiguous allows me to assess reactions in real time, noting the questions raised and expressions elicited. Subsequently, I tailor my responses, weaving in relevant anecdotes and additional hooks based on this feedback loop. When pressed for specifics about my role, I explain that I assist clients in delineating short and long-term business objectives, strategizing to overcome hurdles, and ultimately guiding them towards achieving their goals expeditiously. This iterative process hinges on identifying their pain points to demonstrate the tangible value my services offer. While I delve deeper into this methodology later on, let's revisit the foundational concept of the hook point. The potency of my initial introduction lies in anchoring my experience with Fortune 500 companies and celebrities, compelling listeners to lean in and inquire further. By incorporating terms like corporations, brands, and celebrities, I signal my specialization in these realms, fostering validation, credibility, and intrigue in my audience. However, this personalized hook isn't suitable for mass dissemination. In scenarios such as billboard advertisements or magazine covers, I opt for attention-grabbing hook points like zero to a million followers in 30 days, or how to stand out in a 3-second world. The if-then formula. Copywriter Craig Clemens advocates for tailoring hook points to each unique context while proposing a fundamental formula as a starting point. Employing an if-then structure, one highlights the audience's challenges or needs, if, subsequently positioning their product or service as the solution, then. For instance, in targeting individuals seeking to enhance their dating lives, one could employ, if you're seeking to elevate your dating experiences with captivating quality companions, then this is essential reading. Similarly, for golf enthusiasts aiming to improve their game, the formula might be, if you aspire to shave 5 or 10 strokes off your golf score, then heed these 4 secrets closely. Clemens advises iterating on these hook points through A/B testing for optimal effectiveness. Create for your audience, not for yourself. A common pitfall in crafting hook points or any content is self-centeredness rather than audience centricity. Rather than prioritizing personal interests or industry trends, effective content resonates with the audience's desires and needs. Take, for instance, Sarah Ann Stewart, a health coach who distinguishes herself by offering actionable health advice that directly benefits her audience. She eschews the commonplace imagery prevalent in her field, opting instead to provide immediate value through her content. When crafting hook points, prioritize consumer perspectives, employing the if-then formula to address their needs and position your offering as a solution. Avoid the misconception that customers should be persuaded to buy. Instead, focus on fulfilling their desires, which in turn satisfies your objectives. In marketing, as in filmmaking, success hinges on captivating narratives that resonate with the audience's interests and aspirations. New brands have to work harder. Latham Arneson, former VP of Digital Marketing at Paramount Pictures, underscores the need for nascent brands to exert greater effort in crafting compelling hook points. Unlike established brands like Marvel, new entrants must work diligently to capture audience attention and establish brand recognition. Understanding the relevance and salience of your brand in the market landscape is crucial for effective communication. For emerging brands, education is paramount. Acquainting consumers with your identity and offerings is essential. Embrace flexibility in experimenting with diverse formats and hook points, leveraging testing methodologies to ascertain the most resonant approaches. Forecasting the future, discovering the next big thing. In today's film industry, capturing audience attention within the first few seconds is paramount, leading to the emergence of mini trailers preceding full trailers. While effective now, this approach will inevitably lose its edge with repetition. Marketers must constantly anticipate what lies ahead, as highlighted by Arneson. While I delve into the concept of mini trailers in the following chapter, it's crucial, as Arneson suggests, to remain ahead of the curve rather than merely imitating successful strategies. Copying established hook points won't set you apart. True distinction lies in generating exceptional ideas for sustained brand recognition and expansion. The Blair Witch Project, where fiction meets reality. The Blair Witch Project revolutionized movie marketing by presenting its narrative as a real-life documentary, generating immense intrigue before its release. Marketed as a true story, complete with missing persons posters of its cast, the film captivated audiences with its authenticity. Leveraging tech-savvy tactics such as internet marketing, it achieved unprecedented success. However, such a strategy might not yield the same results today, given increased audience sophistication and awareness. You can't skip this Geico ad because it's already finished. In 2015, the Martin Agency crafted an ingenious campaign for Geico Insurance titled Family Unskippable, featuring skippable pre-roll ads on YouTube. Subverting the tendency to skip ads, one of the ads humorously declared, "You can't skip this Geico ad because it's already over." This innovative approach, combining truth with humor, effectively captured viewers' attention and garnered widespread acclaim. 5 steps for crafting a compelling hook point. Understanding the core of a captivating hook point can greatly enhance your messaging strategy. While not all hook points adhere strictly to these guidelines, they serve as a valuable framework, especially for those new to crafting them. As you gain proficiency, you can innovate and personalize your approach. Here's how to create an effective hook point. 1. Conciseness is key. Utilize minimal wording akin to a magazine headline like 0 to 1 million followers in 30 days. 2. Stay authentic. Ensure your hook point aligns with your brand identity to avoid coming off as clickbait or insincere. 3. Challenge perceptions. Subvert expectations and prompt fresh thinking, such as warning, safety is dangerous, to challenge conventional beliefs. 4. Balance complexity. Present your hook point in a straightforward manner that doesn't require excessive mental effort to grasp. Number 5. Spark curiosity. Infuse an element of intrigue that leaves the audience eager for more, like Elon Musk made the Cybertruck ugly on purpose and it's the smartest thing he's ever done. When developing your hook point, expect iteration. Crafting the perfect hook point often involves multiple attempts and refinements. Generate abundantly. Produce numerous ideas and variations, stretching your creativity to yield better concepts. Refine relentlessly. Continuously rework and reshape ideas, striving for clarity and resonance with your audience. Focus on attention, not sales. Prioritize capturing attention over direct sales pitches. Once engaged, you can segue into sales discussions. Tailor to your audience. Understand your audience's interests and preferences to tailor your hook point effectively. Humor requires finesse. Approach humor cautiously or enlist comedic expertise, ensuring it aligns with your brand voice and resonates with your audience. Embrace diverse formats. Explore unconventional formats beyond verbal hooks like YouTube channels or innovative content structures. Distinguish from taglines. Differentiate hook points from taglines or unique selling propositions, USPs, focusing on attention grabbing rather than brand positioning. Avoid confusing with branding. Recognize that hook points activate interest in your brand, distinct from broader branding efforts. Leverage scarcity and exclusivity. Harness the allure of scarcity and exclusivity to enhance the appeal of your hook point. Experiment with content formats. Experiment with diverse content formats, recognizing their potential as compelling hook points. Ultimately, prioritize captivating your audience's attention above all else. Now, let's delve into the practical process of crafting your hook points with the following 5 steps. Step 1. Study effective examples. Analyze successful hook points across various mediums and industries for inspiration and insights. Step 2. Learn from failures. Investigate underperforming hook points to discern common pitfalls and refine your approach accordingly. Step 3. Create original hooks. Generate a plethora of original hook points tailored to your audience and medium, aiming for attention-grabbing impact. Step 4. Compare and refine. Evaluate your hook points against successful examples, refining them until they surpass established benchmarks. Step 5. Test, iterate, repeat. Solicit feedback and conduct tests to gauge the effectiveness of your hook points, iterating and refining them iteratively for optimal impact. Remember, crafting compelling hook points is an ongoing journey of experimentation and refinement, but the dividends in audience engagement make it well worth the effort. Test your hook points with A/B testing. According to Craig Clemens, no matter your expertise in crafting compelling marketing content, many hook point ideas will fall short of expectations. Surprisingly, some concepts that become hits are ones you wouldn't have anticipated. This underscores the importance of consistently A/B testing your ideas. A/B testing involves comparing multiple versions of something, such as headlines, web pages, emails, social content, or other marketing assets, and gauging their performance differences. Even after discovering successful iterations, it's advisable to keep testing and learning. Detailed guidance on this can be found in my book, 1 Million Followers, and a step-by-step guide on A/B testing headlines and hook points available at www.brendanjkane.com/test. Identifying high-performing hook points warrants allocating advertising and media resources to ensure your current and potential customers encounter them. However, as hook points become diluted over time, continuous creation, testing, and refinement are necessary. Thus, the aim of this book and the exercises provided is to empower you to consistently develop effective hook points, enabling sustained brand growth. Quick tips and recap. When crafting hook points, emphasize what makes you, your product, or your information unique and relevant to others. What problems do you solve? What ultimate benefits does your offering provide? Subverting expectations with hook points can captivate attention. Challenge common beliefs or phrases by presenting them in a new light. Align your brand with timely and intriguing topics that address your audience's needs to attract attention. Anticipate your prospects' inner dialogues and address the issues that concern them. Offer solutions to their problems. Make your information more digestible by breaking it into manageable chunks and testing it as hook points. Stay culturally attuned, keep abreast of trends, and endeavor to stay ahead of them. Utilize the 5 steps to creating an effective hook point outlined in this chapter. Ensure your hook point is easily graspable within 3 seconds. If it requires too much or too little thought, reconsider its effectiveness. Start with a broad list of hook point ideas and refine it to the top 3 choices through iteration. Seek inspiration for hook points from magazines, social media, or other sources with abundant examples to study. Continually testing your hook points is crucial for identifying the strongest ones. A/B testing can be conducted via email lists, social media platforms, or search engine advertising to gain clarity on which hook points resonate most effectively. Chapter 3 delves into the practical application of hook points in digital content creation and video production amidst the staggering volume of over 60 billion messages circulated daily on digital platforms. It underscores the significance of hook points in cutting through the noise to enhance engagement, foster virality, and facilitate growth. Visual storytelling emerges as a crucial strategy, given that 59% of senior executives prefer video over text, citing the picture superiority effect, which highlights the efficacy of visuals in facilitating learning and retention. Incorporating images in social media posts can elevate engagement by 180% and boost content retention by up to 65%. The narrative then transitions to a real-world scenario involving journalist Katie Couric and her transition to digital platforms, highlighting the need for innovative content production to combat content suppression by algorithms. Rather than relying solely on celebrity status, the focus shifts to packaging information effectively, demonstrating that the success of content hinges more on its presentation and relevance than the fame of its subjects. Through strategic development of hook points tailored to specific audiences and topics, Couric's interviews saw a significant increase in engagement and reach. The chapter elucidates the iterative process of crafting hook points, emphasizing the importance of testing and refinement to identify high-performing variations. An exemplar case, featuring an interview with Brandon Stanton, founder of Humans of New York, illustrates the potency of a polarizing hook point. Despite Stanton's lesser celebrity status compared to other interviewees, the interview's provocative subject matter, packaging, pacing, and Stanton's delivery captivated audiences, driving remarkable engagement and shares. Ultimately, Chapter 3 underscores the transformative impact of hook points in amplifying content resonance, transcending conventional celebrity-centric approaches, and achieving substantial audience reach and engagement in the digital landscape. My video went viral, unveiling the secrets de la fraude. Derek Muller, the mastermind behind the YouTube sensation Veritasium, boasting nearly 6 million subscribers, unveiled the secrets behind his viral success in a captivating video titled My Video Went Viral. Here's why. Delving into the intricate workings of YouTube's algorithms, Muller emphasized the pivotal role of a compelling hook point in attracting viewers to one's content. To dive into the full video, visit hookpoint.com/veritasium. In the early era of YouTube, subscriptions reigned supreme. Channels with a hefty subscriber count enjoyed privileged visibility on the platform, as YouTube prioritized showcasing content to its subscribers upon their site visits. This straightforward setup favored creators with a large subscriber base, ensuring significant watch time. However, with the advent of the fast-paced 3-second world, YouTube underwent a transformative shift. To retain users on their platform amidst competition from the likes of Facebook and Instagram, YouTube recalibrated its algorithms. It became evident that headlines featuring compelling hook points were instrumental in garnering substantial watch time. Muller likened the process to selling newspapers on the street, a battle for attention. Expressing concern, Muller highlighted how these algorithms inadvertently incentivize the creation of sensationalistic content, reminiscent of yellow journalism, news lacking thorough research, yet adorned with attention-grabbing headlines. He argued that a return to prioritizing channel subscriptions within the algorithms could foster a climate where creators don't resort to gimmicks to vie for attention, enabling the dissemination of truthful stories. Nonetheless, YouTube, along with most social platforms, caters to the demands of the 3-second world. Subscribers have been relegated in importance, supplanted by what Muller terms clickbaity thumbnails. Yet, he cautioned against inauthenticity, noting the waning efficacy of clickbait due to algorithmic adjustments favoring watch time and retention. Muller stressed the significance of authentic hook points and storytelling, crucial for success on YouTube. Reflecting on one of his viral triumphs, a video amassing over 32 million views, Muller underscored the influence of his headline strategy. Collaborating with fellow YouTuber MrBeast, Muller strategically crafted a title and thumbnail, capitalizing on intrigue and curiosity. Muller elucidated that achieving virality hinges on 2 metrics: watch time and click-through rate. Videos garner favor in YouTube's algorithm when viewers engage for 7 to 8 minutes, necessitating a minimum video duration of 15 minutes. A high click-through rate, propelled by compelling hook points, further amplifies a video's reach. Misabis divulged to Mueller the transformative impact of attaining click-through rates exceeding 10 to 30%, leading to exponential growth in views and impressions. This phenomenon underscores the paramount importance of titles and thumbnails as the primary hook points. Mueller emphasized the criticality of standing out amidst the deluge of content, advocating for strategic thumbnail selection. He predicted a future where real-time click-through rate feedback would necessitate immediate thumbnail variant testing to maximize visibility and engagement. In a landscape where real estate for content promotion is scarce, platforms must leverage their feeds to showcase relevant videos. Audiences communicate preferences through actions like watch time and clicks, guiding algorithmic optimizations. Mueller implored creators to wield the power of hook points and adept storytelling to captivate audiences and triumph over algorithms across social platforms. Algorithms. Let's delve into the realm of algorithms. It's common for people to feel frustrated when algorithms seem to work against them, but their primary function is clear: to ensure continuous engagement with social platforms. Imagine opening Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube only to find dull, uninspiring content. Naturally, you'd move on to something more captivating. If this scenario repeats every time you log in, you'd eventually shift your attention elsewhere. To retain users, algorithms are crafted to curate content that entices individuals each time they visit the platform. With an influx of content every second and users following numerous accounts, algorithms must discern which content deserves prominence in feeds and which remains obscure. Accounts boasting large followings but minimal engagement aren't necessarily lacking audience interest or populated by fake followers. Instead, algorithms often prioritize more engaging content for account followers, resulting in lower engagement for other content. Consequently, despite having a substantial following, if your content fails to align with algorithm preferences, its reach may be severely limited. Consider having an account with 100,000 followers. Each time you post, the algorithm initially showcases it to 500 followers, evaluating key metrics like views to reach ratio and engagement. Successful content prompts further dissemination to additional users. Conversely, if initial feedback is poor, the algorithm restricts the content's reach. Consistently underperforming content diminishes an account's overall effectiveness, limiting its reach with each subsequent post. Hence, it's crucial to produce content tailored not only to engage audiences, but also to align with algorithmic preferences. Recognition as an effective content creator by algorithms can significantly amplify reach, as evidenced by influencers like Jay Shetty or Prince EA, who consistently garner massive audiences and views. For further insights, visit my blog, www.brendanchain.com/bkbblog. The 3-second rule. Remember the childhood notion of the 3-second rule? Applied to social media, it reflects the brief window viewers have to decide whether to engage with a video. Within seconds, viewers determine whether to continue watching or scroll past, a decision often made within a mere moment. Why 3 seconds? Facebook, for instance, registers a video view if a viewer stays engaged for at least this duration, signaling genuine interest in the content. Maximizing the number of viewers who watch the initial 3 seconds enhances the likelihood of higher view counts and longer watch times, prompting algorithms to promote the content further. Capturing attention within the first second, crucial for achieving the 3-second view, is challenging due to the brevity of time. Hence, a compelling hook point is vital. Let's explore how leveraging hook points can structure videos to significantly boost view counts. Give the gag away. Linear storytelling doesn't cut it in social videos, asserts Eric Brownstein, President and Chief Strategy Officer of Shareability. To captivate viewers within the initial 3 seconds, consider revealing the punchline or emotional climax early on. Shareability often incorporates this strategy, divulging key elements within the first 10 seconds to heighten engagement and potential virality. Combined with visual storytelling tactics optimized for mobile viewing, such as close-ups and proper lighting, placing the most intriguing or emotional segments up front accelerates attention capture. How to craft the ultimate promise. Naveen Gowda, previously the digital content strategist on my team and former VP of content at First Media, elevated First Media's social media content performance to nearly 3 billion views a month. He oversaw social channels tailored to millennial women and mothers, specializing in DIY crafts and life hacks on Blossom, hate.facebook.com/firstmediablossom, food-related content on So Yummy, /www.facebook.com/firstmediasoyummy/ and beauty content on Blusher, www.facebook.com/firstmediablusher/. Content ranged from creating picture frames out of baby food jars to unique recipes and innovative household item repurposing. Upon joining Baby First, a brand within First Media, Gowda encountered content struggling to garner 1,000 likes per post. Frustrated by this, he embarked on uncovering the strategies behind his competitors' success. Analyzing competitors' high-performing content, Gowda focused on communication and design. Channels like Tasty, created by BuzzFeed, became his study, renowned for cooking, recipes, and food-related videos. He adapted Tasty's approach to fit the Baby First brand, drawn by its revolutionary impact in the food space. In 2016, Tasty boasted 3.7 million subscribers and over 190 million video views in less than a month. 48, its most viewed YouTube video, I Made a Giant 30-Pound Burger, exceeds 33 million views. Accessible here, www.brendankane.com/tasty or youtube.com/watch v=Z4L2E6GMK. Gowda's pivotal discovery emphasized utilizing the first 3 seconds of digital videos to promise viewers what to expect in content and its delivery. With minimal time to communicate brand concepts, setting expectations for message delivery became crucial. This approach ensures viewers find the content engaging, encouraging them to invest more time. Each video release should be akin to a job application for the audience's time. Failing to appeal to viewers' immediate needs results in lost opportunities. Trust from viewers and algorithms hinges on a strong delivery method. Failure to captivate within the initial moments diminishes the likelihood of wide sharing. The power lies in the effect. In crafting social media content, the desired effect on viewers becomes paramount. Stirring immediate reactions, be it admiration, relatability, or satisfaction, takes precedence over logical analysis. Virality stems from perceived value, not cerebral appraisal. Aligning all aspects of content creation with the desired viewer reaction is imperative. Luxury brand Gucci exemplifies this by orchestrating campaigns to imbue products with status, power, and exclusivity. Similarly, In-N-Out Burger prioritizes customer satisfaction, streamlining choices to ensure focus on food quality. Before content creation, defining the intended viewer effect is crucial. Learning from successful content creators within the desired vertical aids in refining strategies. Designing hook points and initial video moments with the intended effect in mind ensures content resonates with viewers and algorithms alike, fostering continued engagement. How to keep viewers engaged, mastering video pace. Captivate your audience with swift and gratifying delivery rather than a sluggish approach. Naveen Gowda emphasizes the importance of seizing the first 3 seconds to outline the structure and promise the impact of your video. Strike a balance, don't drag, yet avoid rushing. Utilize these initial moments to set the scene, initiating action or presenting an unresolved scenario before delving into your main content. Many falter by bombarding viewers with too much information too quickly, causing them to lag behind and feel compelled to catch up, akin to entering a movie halfway through. This disorientation leads to disinterest, risking abandonment of the video. Moreover, cramming excessive data together breeds disengagement. Gowda stresses that while videos need not be thrilling, they must remain accessible and enjoyable throughout. The aim isn't spectacle, but sustained engagement. Lackluster segments dampen performance significantly. Assess your content's allure honestly, brainstorming inventive ways to invigorate less captivating sections or reconsider their necessity. In crafting DIY tutorials, Gowda suggests kickstarting with a static scene followed by an action, fostering simplicity that beckons attention. This straightforward format, akin to verbal instruction, first do this, and then that, primes viewers for comprehension and sustains their interest. Effective pacing isn't solely about speed, it's about satisfaction. The video, if it doesn't hurt, it doesn't count, exemplifies this, allowing time for viewers to digest the headline before delving into visuals and narration, ensuring seamless progression. Laying the foundation for engagement. Initiate action post 3 seconds while signaling satisfying visual rhythm. Whether pouring a can of Coke into a bowl or executing a simple yet visually captivating sequence, ensure your content compels attention akin to the first beats of a dance track. Avoid overloading viewers. Minimize cognitive load, especially in the initial moments. Rather than relying on shock tactics, cultivate engagement through well-paced composition. Establishing an engaging atmosphere facilitates the seamless integration of more complex ideas, steering clear of becoming the droning lecturer in favor of an engaging storyteller. How to achieve instant engagement. The initial seconds of any impactful social video should be meticulously crafted to ensure 1. Instant gratification. They must captivate the audience, compelling them to dedicate their time to the entirety of your content. Optimal pace. Maintaining a pace that allows viewers to effortlessly follow along is essential. 3. Direct delivery. Avoid making viewers work to comprehend your message. Gouda illustrates these principles with 3 exemplary video compositions. Elevate your spirits with these 5 ingenious hacks. www.brendankane.com/bright. You Are Who You've Been Looking For by Adam Rowe. www.brendankane.com/Adam. Navigating Unsupportive Loved Ones, brendankane.com/dreams. The significance of 5-second trailer teasers. Consider the teaser for the Jason Bourne trailer. Jason Bourne removes his jacket, delivers a powerful punch, gazes pensively, then a title card emerges. This snippet sets the stage for the full trailer that ensues. Such micro-teasers have become standard practice preceding trailers. Examples from The Two Popes, The Irishman, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Hobbs and Shaw follow a similar structure. These brief teasers act as hook points, enticing viewers to commit to watching the complete trailer. Teaser snippets embedded within trailers serve the sole purpose of grabbing viewers' attention within the first few seconds. For instance, a trailer for Independence Day: Resurgence starts with arresting, enigmatic visuals, followed by an explanation in the subsequent footage. With trailers frequently shared on social media, marketers have a narrow window to halt scrolling and engage audiences. Latham Arneson, former VP of digital marketing at Paramount Pictures, stresses the importance of crafting trailers with intriguing, not merely flashy elements. He advises creating a sense of curiosity that prompts viewers to seek further information. Arneson warns against overusing bright, loud imagery, emphasizing the need for fresh, captivating approaches. Even multi-million-dollar film studios face intense competition for viewer attention, necessitating innovative tactics. The strategy behind the trailer for Paranormal Activity exemplifies this. Rather than showcasing the movie directly, it captures audience reactions, leveraging curiosity to draw viewers in. Ultimately, highlight your product's strengths and tailor your content accordingly. Experiment with different formats to find what resonates best with your audience. Gaining 200,000 Instagram followers within a month requires strategic approaches honed through extensive experimentation and analysis. My proven method involves leveraging partnerships with high-profile accounts, particularly meme pages, which are specialized in various niches such as inspiration, fashion, food, sports, and comedy. These meme pages serve as effective platforms for content distribution, allowing for rapid audience expansion. Successfully tapping into meme accounts necessitates crafting compelling content that resonates with their audiences. This can be achieved through organic collaborations where content creators mutually share each other's posts, or through paid shoutouts, where advertising space is purchased on targeted accounts. Regardless of the approach, the key lies in creating captivating content that prompts viewers to engage and follow. The effectiveness of this strategy hinges on the development of a strong hook point, a concept crucial in capturing audience attention within a fleeting time frame. A well-crafted hook point can be the difference between minimal follower gains and substantial spikes in engagement. It's essential to continually innovate and adapt content strategies to remain relevant in an ever-evolving digital landscape. For aspiring content creators and marketers, mastering the art of crafting captivating content with impactful hook points is paramount. In a fast-paced online environment, the ability to elicit immediate and positive reactions from viewers is invaluable. By consistently refining content and staying attuned to audience preferences, one can effectively navigate the dynamic realm of social media growth. Title: Utilizing Meme Cards, Unveiling Their Purpose and Practicality. Throughout years of extensive content experimentation, I've discovered the pivotal role of setting clear and distinctive expectations when delivering information. Whether through headlines, meme cards, or caption overlays, this approach significantly impacts audience engagement, driving views, clicks, purchases, and shares. Meme cards, appearing as text captions atop or below videos on platforms like Facebook and Instagram, serve as potent tools for swiftly communicating hook points to scrolling social media users. Familiar to most social media enthusiasts, these cards play a crucial role in setting communication expectations and serving as initial impressions for viewers. Failure to integrate meme cards into your communication style could hinder your ability to attract attention on these platforms. Similar to a courteous cashier setting the tone for a pleasant transaction, meme cards establish the expectation for content delivery, promising a certain interaction style to viewers. However, not all meme cards are created equal. Vague statements like, "You have to watch this till the end," provide minimal value, essentially demanding extra effort from viewers without offering compelling content up front. An effective meme card delivers a clear hook point, piquing curiosity without resorting to clickbait tactics. This can involve starting with a controversial statement that aligns with the overall authenticity and theme of the content, ensuring viewers are enticed without feeling deceived. For instance, a video featuring Adam Rowe on Mindvalley's Instagram account begins with the provocative statement, "Buy this car, you'll get girls. Buy this bra, you'll get guys." However, the ensuing narrative challenges this societal stereotype, promoting a message of self-worth beyond material possessions. This deliberate choice of hook point attracts attention while remaining authentic and purposeful. Implementing hook points in the form of meme cards has yielded remarkable results for brands like Mindvalley. By front-loading videos with these engaging elements, they've witnessed a significant boost in performance metrics, with top-performing videos garnering millions of views on Facebook and surpassing 100,000 views on Instagram. In essence, meme cards serve as powerful tools for captivating audiences and setting clear expectations for content delivery. When utilized effectively, they not only drive viewership, but also foster deeper engagement and resonance with the audience. Here's a rewritten version, experimenting with meme cards. To optimize your meme cards for maximum impact, Gouda suggests conducting thorough testing with different variations. It's crucial to remember that your meme card should complement your message rather than merely repeating it. Especially when addressing complex topics in your messaging or video content, utilizing a meme card can provide a foundational anchor. However, it's essential to match the complexity of your meme card phrase with the pace of visual action. For instance, consider the meme card "Laugh at yourself or other people will," accessible at www.brendanjkane.com/laugh. The phrase conveys a significant concept requiring time for viewers to process. Hence, we paired it with straightforward visuals, a woman sliding down a snowy hill, to maintain minimal visual complexity during the initial seconds. Gouda emphasizes that overwhelming viewers with both complex thoughts and visuals simultaneously can detract from the message. Therefore, achieving a balanced interplay between text and visuals is paramount in communication design. Discovering the optimal balance for your communication design involves meticulous testing. Both Gouda and I conduct A/B tests on various meme cards and 3-second intros to determine this balance. For example, one version might slightly delay the start of the voiceover to gauge viewer response accurately, enabling precise editing to synchronize with the meme card. Subsequent iterations may involve testing different text headlines or opening sequences with diverse found footage clips. This process, refined over years of experimentation, underscores the nuanced details crucial for crafting highly viral social clips. To kickstart your testing and learning journey, here are 3 straightforward tips for creating effective meme cards. 1. Conduct a competitive analysis. Study successful videos from competitors to discern prevalent meme card strategies. Ensure your meme cards stand out by juxtaposing them with those of competitors, utilizing the hook point exercise outlined in Chapter 1. 2. Provide tangible value. Avoid generic phrases like, "watch this till the end," or "this will inspire you." Instead, incorporate tangible value propositions into your meme cards to captivate audiences effectively. Number 3. Mind your typography design. Highlight key phrases or keywords within your meme card, possibly emphasizing them through formatting like bold text. By structuring your meme card text effectively, you facilitate easier comprehension for viewers. For a deeper dive into typography design principles for meme cards, refer to our viral video and framework report available at w.brendanjkane.com/viral report. Utilizing social analytics and search to identify hook points. During his tenure at Paramount Pictures, Arneson leveraged social analytics to test his hook points effectively. Each content release garnered significant social media engagement, providing invaluable insights into audience perceptions and preferences. For instance, comments indicating fear during horror film releases signaled success, aligning with the desired emotional impact. However, Gouda advises against interpreting audience comments too literally, advocating for a holistic analysis encompassing metrics like views, retention, and shares. While comments offer valuable feedback, relying solely on them risks overlooking broader performance trends. Moreover, search data serves as another potent indicator of campaign success. Arneson's team observed spikes in search volume following the release of the first Cloverfield movie trailer, indicating heightened audience intrigue. Leveraging such insights can inform strategic decision-making and resource allocation for maximum impact. Incorporating search data analysis alongside social analytics enables a comprehensive understanding of effective hook points in marketing campaigns. However, it's crucial to remain vigilant against algorithmic complacency, broadening research beyond high-performing content within one's niche. By drawing inspiration from diverse content sources, creators can unlock fresh ideas and innovation, transcending conventional boundaries to achieve unparalleled success. Reddit serves as an invaluable platform for Gouda, offering a rich source of new ideas. He believes Reddit's strength lies in its algorithm, which places less emphasis on external factors and prioritizes content based on user engagement. Unlike passive scroll platforms, Reddit demands active participation from users, fostering a culture of content curation. This engagement cultivates discerning viewers who appreciate quality content, irrespective of its origin, making Reddit a hub for discovering the best creations. Subreddits cater to a plethora of interests, providing a wealth of content. Gouda suggests subscribing to relevant subreddits and utilizing Google alongside Reddit's search function for more effective exploration. By sifting through posts and identifying captivating content, users can lay the groundwork for crafting compelling hook points and narratives. Tubular Labs emerges as another valuable resource, offering advanced tracking capabilities across major video platforms like YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Gouda advocates for a nuanced approach to interpreting data, emphasizing the need to differentiate between organic traction and artificially inflated metrics caused by paid promotions. YouTube stands out as a treasure trove for content inspiration. By delving beyond conventional search terms, Gouda advises users to unearth hidden gems with untapped potential. He shares instances where unconventional discoveries led to immensely successful videos, underscoring the importance of innovation and adaptation in content creation. In the realm of content strategy, Gouda underscores the significance of effective hook points and packaging. Clear communication, audience-centric presentation, and continual refinement through analytics are essential for maximizing engagement and impact. By staying attuned to audience needs and leveraging diverse platforms and tools, creators can unlock endless possibilities for sharing their message effectively. Chapter 4. Ascend to the Presidency and Rescue the Planet, Mastering the Craft of Narrative. In a world where attention spans are fleeting, whether you're fresh out of college or a tycoon basking in success, conveying your unique value can be a formidable challenge. Many grapple with defining what sets them apart and struggle to craft a compelling narrative that captures and sustains attention in our blink and you'll miss it society. The ability to spin tales that resonate with audiences, tailored to their communication preferences and needs, is a paramount skill. Whether you're vying for new business, creating viral content for social media, or scripting brand marketing copy, the art of storytelling is your ally, a tool to swiftly and effectively showcase the value you or your product brings to the table. Throughout my journey, I've honed various narratives about my identity and endeavors, bolstered by case studies featuring past clients. During meetings, I adopt a probing approach, delving into prospects' pain points to tailor my stories to their specific needs. Once in a meeting with Michael Wright, then CEO of Steven Spielberg's Amblin Entertainment, arranged by a colleague with minimal briefing, I found myself in unfamiliar territory. With just under 25 minutes on the clock, I embarked on a quest to unearth Wright's aspirations, challenges, and strategies. He confided in me about Amblin's ambition to achieve the brand recognition akin to Marvel's, despite its association with iconic films like E.T. the Extraterrestrial and Jurassic Park often going unnoticed. Recognizing his concern about the upcoming website launch's potential low traction, I swiftly realized I had a solution, a hook point paired with a compelling narrative, reflecting on our success in driving traffic to Yahoo. Website for Katie Couric's content, I outlined a strategy to replicate this success for Amblin. In under 20 minutes, I presented a clear plan, sparking enthusiasm in Wright and paving the way for potential collaboration. Despite the project's eventual shelving due to external complexities and Wright's departure, the efficacy of my approach was evident. It captured attention, fostered rapport, and ignited interest in future endeavors. Every meeting presents opportunities, some fruitful, others not. The key takeaway is adaptability, preparing a narrative aligned with the initial hook point while remaining flexible during discussions. Avoid the pitfall of rigid pitches. Instead, focus on active listening and tailoring your narrative to resonate with your audience. When crafting stories, leverage your personality strengths. Whether you're naturally humorous or analytical like myself, authenticity is paramount. Capitalize on your unique traits to engage listeners and cultivate trust. Time is precious. Keep your narrative succinct, typically spanning 2 to 6 minutes in meetings, allowing room for interaction and feedback. Embrace analytics to refine content strategies for social media, tailoring formats to suit audience preferences across platforms. In a landscape where attention is fleeting and competition fierce, mastering the art of storytelling is not just a skill, it's a superpower. The article discusses effective strategies for public speaking, focusing on audience engagement and communication techniques. Michael Broyce, known as the Sleep Doctor, emphasizes the importance of understanding the audience demographics before speaking engagements. By tailoring his presentations to match the audience's profile, he ensures better engagement and connection. Broyce employs various tactics, such as presenting relatable character profiles, maintaining eye contact with every audience member, and initiating Q&A sessions with intriguing topics. Moreover, the article introduces the Process Communication Model, PCM, a tool for effective communication. PCM categorizes individuals into 6 personality types, each with its preferred communication style. Jeff King, an expert in PCM, emphasizes the significance of adapting storytelling to resonate with all personality types. By incorporating logic, values, humor, imagination, action, and emotions vocabularies, storytellers can engage the entire audience effectively. The article highlights Pixar Animation Studios as an example of successful implementation of PCM in storytelling, contributing to their movie's widespread appeal. The Process Communication Model, PCM, is a framework used to tailor communication to different personality types, enhancing interactions in various scenarios such as advertising, meetings, job interviews, and political campaigns. In advertising, PCM suggests constructing messages that resonate with different personality types. Thinkers respond to logic, persisters to value, promoters to charm, harmonizers to feelings, compassion, and rebels to humor. PCM is also employed in educational settings like the Muse School, where students are trained in effective communication from an early age. By understanding PCM, individuals can adapt their communication style to engage interviewers effectively, increasing their chances of success. Bill Clinton's use of PCM during his presidential campaigns highlights its effectiveness in connecting with diverse audiences. By speaking to people's predominant communication styles, Clinton built trust and rapport, ultimately enhancing his public speaking and campaign success. In contrast, Hillary Clinton's limited use of PCM vocabularies may have contributed to her loss in the presidential election. Understanding and leveraging PCM can help individuals navigate interactions positively and foster better connections, regardless of the context. Are you interested in saving the planet? Regrettably, King observes that environmentalists often struggle as communicators, missing out on connecting with a broad audience. Despite their deep passion for the cause, they tend to focus solely on values or logic, failing to engage effectively with various personality types. This narrow approach results in a limited impact and slows progress in addressing environmental issues. An illustration of this ineffective communication is when an environmentalist admonishes, "We must stop consuming fish because the oceans are depleting and fish are contaminated with plastic. If you eat fish, you're contributing to environmental degradation." Such rhetoric, while factually sound, alienates listeners. By criticizing and coercing rather than inspiring, change is unlikely. Instead, a more compelling approach could be, "We cherish our oceans and marine life deeply. Studies indicate that our fish supply may vanish by 2030. It's imperative we seek alternatives to sustain our oceans for future generations. Envision a future where our waters teem with life and remain unpolluted. Let's unite in action today." This speech resonates with various personality types, fostering broader engagement and support, the PCM and entertainment. Only a small fraction of the population embodies the promoter personality type, known for their charismatic and risk-taking nature. Remarkably, promoters inspire the majority by embodying qualities many wish to emulate. King notes that successful films often feature promoter protagonists like Iron Man or James Bond, captivating audiences and driving box office success. Similarly, promoters often ascend to leadership positions due to their compelling influence. PCM in advertising. While films thrive with promoters as leads, advertisers must diversify their approach for TV commercials. King suggests a balanced mix with 30% emotional appeal, 25% logic, 20% humor, and 10% values to resonate with a wider audience. The viral success of Dollar Shave Club's advertisement exemplifies this strategy, combining logic, emotion, and humor to captivate viewers and achieve remarkable growth. PCM for digital content. Crafting online content requires consideration of diverse perceptual styles. Emotions, logic, and humor are paramount, reaching the widest audience. Unfortunately, many content creators neglect this, inadvertently isolating potential viewers. Effective communication tailors messages to the audience, not the sender's preferences. Crafting compelling narratives. Effective storytelling hinges on emotional connection. Understanding what resonates with the audience is paramount. By aligning brand narratives with consumer values and aspirations, brands can create stories that resonate deeply and are more likely to be shared. In essence, framing brand stories akin to fairy tales, identifying the customer's dragon and offering the heroic solution, enhances shareability and engagement, ultimately driving success. Ever wish there was a straightforward recipe for success? Lupinacci's preferred approach for brainstorming hook points or crafting copy for any brand, product, or service starts with a simple question. You know how. This technique involves presenting ideas with this phrase to gauge agreement. When Lupinacci revamped the Dasani brand, he recognized that competitors focused on the healthiness and purity of water, overlooking a crucial factor, taste preference. Lupinacci understood that people prioritize taste over health claims when choosing beverages. Contrary to the belief that water is tasteless, he knew consumers discern differences between tap and bottled water. Harnessing these insights, Lupinacci used the you-know-how method to test his theory. You know how there are countless water brands and we're advised to drink 8 glasses a day? Yeah, I've heard that mantra. Water is everywhere. And you know how it's hard to differentiate one from the other? Absolutely. Well, you know how at the end of the day, it's all about what tastes good to you? True. It's about enjoyment. Exactly. That's why you should give Dasani a try. What sets it apart? Dasani, the water that tantalizes your taste buds. This exercise helped Lupinacci gauge the effectiveness of his ideas quickly. Next time you develop a hook, story, or business plan, test it using the you know how? Structure. If it resonates with most people, you're on the right track. If not, it's time to rethink your approach. Is this the attention you desire? When marketing a product or service, capturing attention is crucial. However, not all attention leads to success, especially if it's misaligned with your product's theme. For instance, to promote the movie Rings, Paramount's team devised a viral hook, filming customers' reactions to the film's main character scaring them in electronic stores. Although the video garnered millions of views, it didn't translate to movie success. While it entertained, it didn't evoke the intended fear associated with the horror genre. Creating attention-grabbing content is pointless if it doesn't align with your product's message. Ensure your stories resonate with your product's theme. Otherwise, you'll miss your target audience. Your brand. Supporting cast, not hero. Eric Brownstein of Shareability emphasizes that brands shouldn't overshadow the protagonists in their stories. Shareability's videos for Adobe highlight real stories, like students aiding Hurricane Harvey victims. Adobe plays a supporting role, allowing the heroes, the victims and helpers, to shine. Similarly, Red Bull spotlights athletes in its content, investing heavily in events like Felix Baumgartner's supersonic jump. By elevating athletes, Red Bull establishes a connection with its audience. Even in B2B videos, the focus remains on the client's success, not the brand. Nike's campaigns, like the one featuring Colin Kaepernick, prioritize the cause over the brand. By doing so, Nike builds emotional connections with its audience. Storytelling isn't rational, it's emotional. Build relationships by providing value and focusing on your audience's reactions. When your brand takes a back seat, your stories resonate more deeply, touching hearts and minds. Where brands misstep. Brownstein highlights a common pitfall. Often, the metrics used to gauge content success don't align with effective brand storytelling. Return on investment (ROI) and return on ad spend don't necessarily reflect the value of content that aims to build a brand. Content focused on storytelling, brand building, and engagement isn't solely about driving immediate clicks and purchases. While engagement and conversion can complement each other, they aren't synonymous. Brownstein observes many brands attempting to achieve divergent results with single pieces of content, leading to inefficiency and a perception of inauthenticity. Combining disparate objectives can make audiences feel like they're watching commercials rather than valuable content. It's crucial to distinguish between content that tells a brand story and content meant to sell a product. Shareability employs a full funnel activation strategy, starting with viral, shareable content, progressing to engagement-focused content, and concluding with calls to action targeted at engaged viewers. A prime example is the Cricket Wireless campaign featuring John Cena. The unexpected John Cena prank video, where Cena surprised fans, garnered over 235 million views. Subsequently, the John Cena Reacts video, part of the John Cena Loves the Internet campaign, reversed roles, eliciting emotional reactions from both Cena and fans. These campaigns succeeded by prioritizing audience value over direct promotion. They generated significant shares and engagements across platforms, demonstrating the power of emotional storytelling. Following the initial success, Shareability utilized retargeting strategies, with Cena delivering messages encouraging viewers to visit the Cricket Wireless website. By fostering authentic connections, these ads resonated with audiences already emotionally invested in Cena and cricket. Providing value can yield unexpected outcomes. Shareability's content for a pet products company drove 800,000 website visits, emphasizing the importance of compelling content and amplifying calls to action. Entrepreneur Gary Vaynerchuk echoes the significance of providing value over mere product promotion. By focusing on building a brand through valuable content, businesses can attract larger clients and foster long-term success. Strategic interplay between brand building and direct response content can yield remarkable results, provided it stems from authenticity and value-driven motives. Guidelines for digital storytelling. Visual design. Digital content strategist Naveen Gowda's research on top YouTube performers reveals critical design factors influencing video success. Elements like color, pacing, and lighting significantly impact engagement. Notably, successful YouTubers often over-enunciate their words, a detail correlated with higher viewership. Visual and auditory aspects are key in storytelling, as visuals aid comprehension and recall. Analyzing competitors' communication design can offer valuable insights, streamlining the process of making effective visual choices and improving content performance. Creating captivating videos is paramount in digital storytelling, according to Gowda. He underscores the significance of crafting content that is inherently satisfying to the viewer. Fortunately, there exists a multitude of techniques to achieve this effect. As an example, he mentions the inexplicable allure of watching someone interact with goop, an activity that, while difficult to articulate, undeniably captivates audiences. Similarly, the process of speed painting or observing the completion of a whiteboard engenders a sense of fulfillment, compelling viewers to remain engaged until the final brushstroke. This principle extends to accelerated depictions of natural phenomena, such as plants sprouting in fast forward, a spectacle that offers viewers a comprehensive yet expedited view of growth, culminating in a gratifying sense of closure. By prioritizing audience satisfaction in content creation, one can attract a larger viewership. Introducing visual surprises and delights can significantly enhance marketing materials and social media videos. Crafting cold outreach emails, a guide to telling stories via email. In the realm of business, relationships are the cornerstone of sales success. While referrals offer a direct path to potential clients, there are occasions where such connections are absent. In such scenarios, forging new relationships becomes imperative. While platforms like LinkedIn facilitate networking, the inundation of messages often renders email as the preferred mode of communication. Email proves more effective than direct messaging on LinkedIn due to its wider accessibility and perceived professionalism. Unlike LinkedIn inboxes, which are often neglected, emails command greater attention and are considered the standard medium for business propositions. Additionally, when initiating contact with unfamiliar individuals, cold emails tend to yield better results than cold calls. It's generally advisable to reserve cold calls for instances where a prior introduction or meeting has occurred. Thus, mastering the art of email communication can significantly augment one's career prospects and facilitate substantial deals. A prime example of the efficacy of cold outreach emails is illustrated by a friend who secured a multi-million-dollar deal through such means. By meticulously researching key personnel at a targeted company on LinkedIn, he successfully initiated contact with the president of the desired department. This initial email, crafted with care and devoid of any overt sales pitch, led to a fruitful meeting and ultimately paved the way for a lucrative business venture. Effective cold outreach strategies. 1. Compelling subject lines. Begin your email with a captivating subject line that conveys your message succinctly. Avoid overt sales pitches and focus on piquing curiosity or offering value. 2. Engaging content. Craft the body of your email with attention-grabbing content that avoids sounding pushy. Instead, express genuine interest and seek to establish a meaningful connection or seek advice. 3. A/B testing. Experiment with different variations of subject lines and email content to ascertain the most effective approach. Utilize CRM software to manage your target list and track responses. 4. Structured cadence. Implement a structured email cadence comprising a series of emails over a defined timeline. Limit the number of emails to avoid overwhelming recipients and adapt your approach if there's no response. By adhering to these principles and leveraging the power of email communication, individuals can enhance their outreach efforts and unlock new opportunities for professional growth. Chapter 5, Mastering Authenticity, Trust, and Credibility to Avoid Prison Time. Whitney Wolfe, the visionary behind Bumble, embarked on a mission to empower women and challenge dating norms. Rejecting the antiquated expectation for women to play coy, she engineered a dating app where women initiate conversations, reclaiming agency in the dating sphere. As an alumna of Southern Methodist University, Wolfe rallied women in campus sororities, advocating for their right to pursue what they desire in relationships. She debunked the notion of male dominance and encouraged women to take the lead. Her impassioned speeches inspired many to embrace the app. Wolfe's outreach extended to fraternity houses, where she enticed men with promises of connecting with eager female users, sweetening the deal with pizza and cookies in exchange for app downloads. The hook point of revolutionizing dating dynamics propelled Bumble to staggering success, amassing 52 million downloads and generating $335 million in revenue. This achievement is remarkable given the fierce competition within the dating app market at the app's launch in December 2014. Central to Bumble's triumph is Wolf's unwavering authenticity. The brand embodies her life mission and resonates with a purpose-driven ethos, setting it apart and propelling it to prominence. Awakening purpose, a call to authentic action. In today's fleeting attention economy, authenticity serves as the bedrock for impactful engagement. Without sincerity and purpose underscoring your initiatives, they risk fading into obscurity. Simon Sinek's seminal work, Start With Why, emphasizes the importance of articulating a brand's purpose, urging companies to delve into the fundamental question, why do you exist and why should anyone care? This inquiry transcends mere product features or pricing strategies, guiding businesses toward authenticity and fostering trust with consumers. Many enterprises fixate on profit margins without pondering the intrinsic value they offer customers. Authenticity imbues offerings with meaning, elevating them beyond transactional exchanges. Brands like Apple and Nike exemplify this principle, seamlessly integrating their core beliefs into every facet of their operations. From product design to retail experiences, every decision aligns with their overarching vision. For Apple, the commitment to challenging norms permeates its ethos, transforming products into authentic expressions of its ideals. Ernest Lupinacci, a luminary in advertising, underscores the importance of aligning brand messaging with core beliefs. When tasked with spearheading Nike's foray into European soccer, Lupinacci harnessed the brand's legacy of defying conventions. Leveraging Nike's storied history, he crafted a narrative that positioned the brand as a disruptor in the soccer landscape, resonating authentically with fans. Credibility and authenticity are paramount when linking brand narratives to current events. Lupinacci warns against deviating from brand identity, likening incongruent messaging to a jarring plot twist in a beloved TV series. Nike's seamless integration into European soccer stemmed not from its footwear prowess, but from the enduring power of its message, a testament to the transcendence of authentic brand beliefs. The For Dummies series epitomizes this ethos, embodying a spirit of irreverence and innovation. John Kilcullen, the architect behind the series, imbued each book with humor and accessibility, challenging conventional approaches to learning. By infusing the brand's essence into every aspect of its presentation, from content to packaging, For Dummies cultivated a devoted following worldwide. Discovering your why is pivotal in forging authentic connections. Simon Sinek's insightful framework offers invaluable guidance for individuals and businesses seeking clarity in their purpose. Armed with this understanding, authentic storytelling and hook points become potent tools in fostering genuine engagement. Gillette versus Nike. Understanding your why is crucial for crafting compelling narratives and hook points. Without clarity on your purpose, you risk alienating your audience. Gillette faced significant backlash for its We Believe commercial tackling issues like toxic masculinity, including sexual harassment and bullying. While the ad's message promoting respect is commendable, it felt out of place coming from a brand that historically focused solely on hair removal products. This sudden shift left many feeling the ad was opportunistic rather than genuine. Despite attracting attention, it's unclear if the ad strengthened connections with consumers. With a significant number of dislikes on YouTube, it's evident the campaign may not have resonated as intended. In stark contrast, Nike has mastered the art of aligning with social issues. Their Colin Kaepernick campaign, Believe in Something, even if it means sacrificing everything, resonated deeply. Despite mixed responses, Nike's established credibility and alignment with their core values resulted in overwhelming success. The campaign led to record-high stock prices, increased online sales, and widespread social media engagement. Nike's ability to articulate its why and resonate with its audience underscores the importance of authenticity in messaging. This disparity in campaign outcomes highlights the importance of selecting hook points that align with your brand's identity and values. Randomly chosen narratives can backfire, whereas authentic stories rooted in purpose can drive success. Establishing credibility through hook points. Eric Brownstein of Shareability leverages hook points to establish immediate credibility in business interactions. At conferences, he grabs speakers' attention by highlighting his company's success in creating viral content. This hook point sets him apart and facilitates meaningful connections. Similarly, during press interviews, authenticity and a strong hook point help me secure potential business opportunities. By focusing on providing value and leveraging compelling narratives, trust and credibility are established, opening doors to new possibilities. Learning authenticity from presidential candidates. Authenticity is key in forging genuine connections and opportunities. During a TV appearance, I organically connected with Democratic presidential candidate John Delaney, leading to a potential collaboration. By prioritizing authenticity over sales pitches, meaningful connections are fostered. This approach, coupled with compelling hook points, can lead to significant opportunities and growth. Lessons in failure and authenticity. Success hinges on authenticity and knowing your strengths. While strong narratives can attract attention, delivering on promises is essential for sustained success. I learned this lesson firsthand through failed projects rooted in misalignment between expertise and responsibilities. Authenticity ensures stories resonate truthfully, preventing potential pitfalls like those faced by Elizabeth Holmes and the organizers of the Fire Festival. Establish clear expectations. To circumvent the aforementioned scenarios, it's crucial to maintain honesty with oneself, which in turn extends to all clients. During my collaboration with Katie Couric and the Yahoo producers, a continuous dialogue emphasized the imperative of optimization. I explicitly communicated to Couric our approach, an ongoing exploration of various interviews. Early on, I cautioned against attachment to any single interview by asserting that unsuccessful ones were valuable learning experiences. This upfront setting of expectations grounded us in realism, acknowledging failure as part of the iterative process. Navigating delivery challenges. In the Netflix documentary Fire, McFarlane's failure to learn from past mistakes is evident, exemplified by his subsequent fraudulent endeavors. While errors are inevitable, it's essential to glean lessons from experiences. Assessing successful and unsuccessful strategies facilitates personal growth and prepares for future endeavors. If unable to meet expectations, transparent communication with clients is paramount. Disappearing or ignoring setbacks only exacerbates issues, risking client trust and reputation. Honesty, even when admitting failure or discussing termination, fosters respect and potentially salvages relationships. The empowerment of declining opportunities. When considering collaborations, enthusiasm for the venture is paramount. Each undertaking should excite and resonate authentically, otherwise, it's better to decline. This mindset, endorsed by high-profile figures like Hush, underscores the power of saying no to projects lacking genuine passion. Such selectivity enhances one's perceived value and fosters exclusivity, akin to Hush's approach to artistry. Building lasting connections. Success in sales hinges on trust-filled relationships, cultivated through genuine rapport and reliable promises. Admitting mistakes, as exemplified by my colleagues' humility, can salvage credibility and even lead to unforeseen opportunities. Patience and foresight are invaluable, recognizing that today's conversation could seed future collaborations or ventures. Authenticity as the cornerstone of trust. In sales negotiations, comprehensive product knowledge is essential for instilling confidence and addressing concerns. Yet honesty prevails, even when facing uncertainty. Admitting gaps in knowledge fosters trust, maintaining authenticity, and preserving credibility in the long term. Building genuine trust in meetings can be a nuanced art, as highlighted in Eric Barker's article, How to Get People to Like You, 7 Ways from an FBI Behavior Expert. In his discussion with Robin K. Dreek, head of the FBI's Behavioral Analysis Program, key insights were gleaned from Dreek's extensive 27-year study of interpersonal dynamics. At the core of Dreek's advice lies the imperative to approach others' opinions and perspectives without judgment. Acknowledging and understanding their viewpoints, even if differing from your own, forms the bedrock of trust building. Dreek offers 7 potent strategies to foster trust and credibility. 1. Embrace non-judgmental validation, actively seeking and respecting others' viewpoints. 2. Prioritize attention on the individual you're engaging with. 3. Listen intently, engaging fully with questions and responses. 4. Inquire about the challenges confronting the other person. 5. Introduce time constraints early in discussions to alleviate tension. 6. Maintain an open and welcoming demeanor, characterized by genuine smiles and open palms. 7. Should you sense manipulation, diplomatically clarify objectives without resorting to aggression. Supplementing these techniques, resources such as Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People and Marshall Rosenberg's Nonviolent Communication, A Language of Life, offer further guidance on effective communication and empathetic understanding, essential for nurturing trust and credibility. In the realm of content creation, authenticity emerges as a linchpin for establishing trust and resonance with audiences, particularly in the digital domain. Naveen Gowda, a digital content strategist, emphasizes the necessity of transcending conventional advertising ploys and prioritizing audience needs over self-promotion. Drawing inspiration from the success of figures like Joe Rogan, who captivates viewers with unyielding authenticity, Gowda underscores the value of investing time and effort in crafting substantive, high-quality content. While this approach may demand greater dedication, the payoff lies in cultivating enduring trust and engagement, vital currencies in a landscape characterized by fleeting attention spans. Contrary to the presumption that polished production values dictate success, Gowda advocates for authenticity as the true catalyst for audience connection. Rather than fixating on elaborate effects or slick editing, the emphasis should be on storytelling that resonates authentically. This democratization of content creation underscores the potential for impactful storytelling, transcending budgetary constraints and reaching vast audiences with sincerity and resonance. Quick tips and recap. 1. Ensure authenticity in your hook points to make them effective. Lacking it makes them ineffective. 2. Let your why guide you in establishing trust and authenticity with consumers. 3. Remember, people buy into what you believe, not just what you sell. 4. Ensure your hook points align with your foundational values to avoid backlash. 5. Use hook points to swiftly establish credibility with new businesses. 6. Maintain honesty with yourself and clients by setting clear expectations. 7. Take on projects that resonate with you to enhance demand and satisfaction. 8. Build sales success through trust-centered relationships. 9. Prioritize the long game over impatience to maximize future opportunities. 10. Listen attentively to clients to grasp their needs accurately. 11. Consistently deliver meaningful, high-quality content to earn audience trust and engagement. 12. Remember, success on social platforms stems from genuine, compelling storytelling, not just high production value. Chapter 6. Mastering the Art of Listening. Mark Cuban, renowned businessman and investor, known for owning the NBA's Dallas Mavericks and appearing on ABC's Shark Tank, received invaluable advice early in his career while working at Tronix 2000. Larry Manaw, a colleague, recognized Cuban's energetic nature and offered a simple yet profound suggestion. Before each meeting, Manaw instructed Cuban to jot down the word "listen" in the upper right-hand corner of his notepad. This practice, which Cuban still follows today, serves as a reminder to prioritize attentive listening during discussions, allowing him to absorb others' perspectives effectively. Uncovering treasure through attentive listening. In today's fast-paced world inundated with information, the ability to listen attentively is paramount. Amidst the noise, focusing on the needs and concerns of clients and partners can unearth valuable insights that drive successful interactions. By actively listening to potential customers, individuals can identify pain points and align their offerings with specific needs, thus enhancing their value proposition. Michael Brose, known as the Sleep Doctor, attests to the power of listening in discovering impactful insights. Through interactions with patients and audience members, Brose gleaned valuable information that informed his approach to addressing common sleep-related issues. This attentive listening enabled him to tailor his messages effectively, demonstrating how he could provide solutions to prevalent problems. Listening, a foundation for success. John Kilcullen, the mastermind behind the For Dummies book series, underscores the significance of listening to clientele. By heeding reader feedback, Kilcullen expanded the series beyond its initial scope, diversifying its offerings to meet evolving demands. This responsiveness to customer needs propelled the brand's growth, exemplifying how attentive listening can drive innovation and expansion. Similarly, Ernest Lupinacci highlights the role of customer feedback in shaping successful brand extensions. The evolution of content from Life magazine to InStyle magazines reflects a strategic response to audience preferences, underscoring the value of listening in anticipating and meeting consumer demands. Honing the art of active listening. Active listening, characterized by genuine engagement and understanding, is indispensable in personal and professional interactions. By discerning nuances and underlying messages, individuals can tailor their responses effectively, catering to diverse perspectives and needs. For instance, in his pursuit of collaboration with Taylor Swift, the author prioritized attentive listening during meetings with Swift and her team. By comprehensively understanding their perspectives and preferences, he crafted tailored solutions that resonated with each stakeholder, ultimately securing a successful partnership. Adopting a nuanced approach to communication, which prioritizes listening over mere presentation, is essential in navigating complex interactions. By actively engaging with stakeholders and adapting messages to address distinct concerns, individuals can cultivate meaningful connections and drive successful outcomes. Mastering the gold rush, perfecting the art of inquiry approach, meetings with an open mind devoid of assumptions or predetermined pitches, even if you've engaged with others in the company previously. Instead, take a pause, inquire, and genuinely absorb insights from those you're engaging with. Invest effort in comprehending the perspectives of those across the table, discerning their challenges. Pay heed to their nonverbal cues, emotions, and reactions. For these nuances, shape how you tailor your message to resonate with potential clients, partners, or employers. Refrain from guesswork, leverage their responses and feedback to sculpt your narratives. I diligently refine my narratives through repeated practice with diverse audiences to ensure adept delivery. Subsequently, within the meeting space, I let the interlocutor steer adjustments to my hook points or narratives. I prime myself for meetings by establishing a hook point, like my 0 to 1 million followers in 30 days concept, and rehearse it with trusted business allies. This preparatory rehearsal not only hones my communication of hook points and stories, but also solicits feedback to gauge effectiveness. With this approach, upon entering a meeting, I've rehearsed my hook point and narrative extensively, enabling me to seamlessly adapt based on the interlocutor's response. Step into the room armed with rehearsed hook points and narratives capable of fluidity. Attain familiarity with all facets of information to dynamically alter your storytelling. Cultivate the confidence to present in varied sequences, omitting or incorporating details to cater to the needs of potential clients. Pay close attention to their inquiries to grasp what they perceive as valuable. My father, Jim Kane, a former partner at one of Chicago's oldest law firms, underscores the importance of research and understanding a potential client's needs. Prior to meetings, his firm's marketing department conducted thorough research on potential clients to match them with the most suitable attorney, fostering a well-prepared environment where meetings could organically unfold. In addition to addressing client-specific needs, my father emphasizes that the hallmark of a proficient lawyer is attentive listening and adaptive responsiveness to client feedback. Throughout his extensive career, the most successful lawyers were those who listened intently and adjusted their approach in real time to meet client requirements. While a stellar presentation is commendable, it's ineffective if it fails to address clients' actual needs. Listen attentively and be prepared to adapt your strategy accordingly. My father highlights that often clients aren't fully aware of their needs until prompted with the right questions. A daily inquiry for success. Here are some foundational questions for initiating meetings. Tailor them to suit your industry and clients' specific needs. What are your primary goals and objectives? What hurdles impede your progress toward these goals? Which pain points pose the greatest challenges for your organization? What are the most significant pain points within your role? While these are broad queries, the responses yield valuable insights into clients' businesses, uncovering their key obstacles and objectives. For instance, a client struggling to reduce acquisition costs due to ineffective paid social media advertising presents an opportunity to propose a solution aligned with their needs. By suggesting a test to lower acquisition costs and demonstrate value to their executive team, you offer tangible assistance in overcoming their challenges. Ultimately, by incorporating feedback and adeptly posing pertinent questions, you position yourself as a problem solver rather than a mere vendor, fostering stronger client relationships and securing new business opportunities. Please refrain from speaking loudly as it may startle the fish and drive them away. A close acquaintance once shared an observation about David Geffen, the American business tycoon, producer, and film industry mogul. Geffen, it seems, possesses a remarkable trait. He tends to be the quietest presence in any room. Though sparing with words, when Geffen does speak, it commands attention. This phenomenon isn't unique to Geffen. Throughout my encounters with influential figures, I've noticed a similar pattern. These individuals exhibit a penchant for silence until they have something substantial to contribute. Take, for instance, my initial meeting with Tom Rosenberg, the esteemed founder and chairman of Lakeshore Entertainment. Forewarned by my father of Rosenberg's deliberate communication style, I was prepared for the lengthy pauses punctuating our conversation. These pauses, I discovered, weren't lapses, but rather moments of contemplation and absorption of information. In his acclaimed works such as Never Eat Alone and Who's Got Your Back, Keith Ferrazzi underscores the importance of active listening in interpersonal dynamics. Ferrazzi suggests an exercise in empathy, envisioning the person you're meeting with as a pivotal figure in your life 5 years hence. By empathizing deeply and envisioning avenues for mutual success, one fosters genuine rapport and fosters an atmosphere of collaboration. Another luminary, billionaire Ray Dalio, advocates for embracing dissenting viewpoints as a means of refining one's own thinking. Dalio's approach involves seeking out intelligent dissenters to engage in rigorous debate, thereby refining ideas and increasing the likelihood of making informed decisions. Ernest Lupinacci, drawing from his mentor's wisdom, underscores the notion that creativity thrives on receptivity. Lupinacci laments the narrow-mindedness that obstructs meaningful dialogue, urging individuals to remain open to diverse perspectives even if they don't personally resonate. True intelligence, Lupinacci suggests, lies in the ability to transcend personal biases and embrace the broader insights others offer. Welcome to the FBI. Now, attentively listen. Former FBI international hostage negotiator Chris Voss stresses the importance of active listening in business negotiations. Here are the essentials. 1. Absorb what the other party is saying without interruption, disagreement, or judgment. 2. Offer brief affirmations such as, or uh-huh, and nod to show engagement. 3. Reflect back what you've heard in a natural manner to demonstrate understanding from their perspective. 4. Pose questions that indicate your attentiveness and drive the conversation forward. I recommend dedicating a week to practicing active listening. Follow these steps and keep a journal to record your insights. Actively observe and listen to those around you. Aim to listen 90% of the time. Assess how many people truly listen versus those merely waiting for their turn to speak. Maintain neutrality and refrain from emotional reactions, striving to grasp the other person's viewpoint. Engage with thoughtful inquiries. Observe how individuals respond to your questions. Are they receptive and appreciative of your interest? By honing your active listening skills and conducting the suggested exercise, you'll uncover valuable insights. Not only will you recognize the scarcity of genuine listeners, but you'll also forge deeper connections with others. By directing your attention towards others instead of asserting personal viewpoints, you establish robust rapport. Consistently applying these practices, particularly in meetings, enhances your prospects for securing new business. Master the art of understanding like a seasoned trainer. Peter Park, renowned owner of Platinum Fitness and author of Rebound, has catered to esteemed clientele including billionaires, celebrities, and athletes like Lance Armstrong, Justin Verlander, and Elon Musk. Park's journey commenced as a physical therapy aide at St. Francis Hospital, where he confronted challenging patients resistant to rehabilitation due to severe conditions and pain. Despite initial discomfort, Park's role compelled him to interact with diverse individuals, fostering an acute understanding of varying perspectives and behaviors, crucial in aiding vulnerable and stressed individuals. Transforming from a reserved individual to a versatile communicator, Park's transition to personal training became seamless. His hospital experience honed his exceptional listening skills, instrumental in attracting and retaining elite clients. Leverage every occupational experience to enhance empathy and comprehension. The ability to listen and observe will augment your effectiveness in business endeavors. Navigating challenges. Lessons from failed encounters and meditative practice. Reflecting on a turbulent encounter with SiriusXM, I recall a meeting derailed by a developer's reluctance to embrace strategies for driving traffic. Despite my efforts to convey the value of social media, the individual remained dismissive, leading to a regrettable impasse. In hindsight, my response was overly reactive. I could have better empathized with their perspective and maintained composure. This incident occurred during a stressful period, underscoring the importance of self-care. Meditation, a practice I've since adopted, fosters mindfulness and equanimity, vital attributes for navigating high-pressure situations effectively. Regular meditation not only enhances presence and attentiveness, but also facilitates emotional regulation, essential for professional engagements. Keith Ferrazzi's encounter with media mogul Barry Diller further illustrates the efficacy of calming techniques. Overcoming pre-meeting anxiety through meditation enabled Ferrazzi to engage productively with Diller. For those grappling with pre-event stress, I recommend Stephen Gurjevich's Hypnotic Rehearsal Audio, a guided meditation aiding in visualization and relaxation. Prioritize self-care to optimize professional performance. Nurturing oneself empowers the ability to serve others effectively. It's not merely a follower, it's a living, breathing human being. Shift your perspective from "I'm here to sell or promote my product or service" to "I'm here to deliver value." Creating content without considering your audience's desires and needs is a sure path to failure. You must intimately understand who they are, what they crave, and how you can enrich their lives. Naveen Gowda emphasizes that your objective isn't just to grasp your audience's categorical or topical needs, but also to comprehend their expectations regarding content behavior. For instance, if your target audience includes health-conscious women who prefer sugar-free coffee, your content creation should not only cater to their coffee preferences, but also align with their broader lifestyle choices and communication expectations in their social sphere. For instance, if she belongs to the average user demographic with an interest in healthy living, she's likely familiar with pages like Goodful on Facebook. Their concise, value-packed videos resonate with individuals with limited time, offering consistent value without overtly pushing marketing agendas. Users appreciate this holistic experience, and crafting content with such design principles can be highly effective. Thorough research is paramount. Ignoring cues from the content your desired audience consumes is a major pitfall for content creators, according to Gowda. Rather than forcing your style onto the content or disregarding the content ecosystem altogether, take the time to observe and infer insights. Avoid this mistake. Social media, if approached strategically, can be a powerful tool for success, providing access to vast audiences and invaluable data. As discussed in Chapter 3, analyzing video analytics, conducting competitive assessments, and leveraging tools like Google Trends, Reddit, and Google News can unveil trends and preferences. By dissecting high-performing content and understanding why it resonates, you gain valuable insights into your audience's interests, needs, preferred styles, and pain points. For instance, when Katie Couric interviewed celebrities like DJ Khaled, leveraging platforms like Google Trends, Facebook, and Instagram provided insights into trending topics surrounding the personalities. Analyzing high-velocity social media posts offered invaluable information about the audience's interests, optimizing content creation efforts significantly. Trending topics can inspire narratives even if seemingly unrelated to your brand. Successful campaigns like Shareability's The Dangers of Selfie Sticks for Pizza Hut and Pepsi demonstrate this principle. By capitalizing on the trending topic of selfie sticks and creatively connecting it to their product, the campaign went viral, illustrating the power of relevancy in content creation. Remember, the more you immerse yourself in communication design and consume great content, the better equipped you'll be to create relevant material. Actively listen to other content creators in your niche and become a consumer of the content that resonates with your audience. In summary, listen attentively to uncover hook points, stories, and product solutions for your audience. Ask probing questions to truly understand your potential client's needs. Avoid a sales pitch approach. Be adaptable in presenting your stories, products, and services. Practice your hook points and stories with trusted partners and gauge their responses. Embrace creativity by entertaining and incorporating others' ideas. Recognize the power of active listening in winning new business. Craft content with your audience's desires and needs at the forefront. Utilize various research tools like Google News, Google Trends, Reddit, YouTube, Instagram, Tubular, and Facebook to understand trending topics and content styles. Regularly conduct competitive analyses to save time and enhance content quality. Chapter 7: Unlocking Demand: How to Elevate Your Brand's Appeal. At the heart of every thriving business lies its value proposition. If a product or service fails to deliver value, its existence becomes questionable. Thus, mastering the art of showcasing value is integral to both creating captivating hook points and crafting compelling narratives. Effectively packaging your message not only garners attention but also opens doors to interviews, boosts performance in meetings, and enhances the efficacy of your content, thereby enticing prospects to respond to cold outreach emails. Rethinking conventions to drive demand. Value should be the cornerstone of your marketing efforts, and often it's the unconventional aspects of your offerings that set your brand apart from competitors. These unique attributes may not be essential for product functionality, but serve to differentiate your brand and can serve as powerful hook points, propelling significant brand growth. Let's delve into examples of out-of-the-box value that have been leveraged to create impactful hook points. Lady Gaga, championing the LGBTQ community. Lady Gaga's ascent to global stardom over the past decade epitomizes out-of-the-box thinking. She has consistently championed the LGBTQ community in original and impactful ways. From her unorthodox acceptance speeches, where she famously thanked God and the gays, to her participation in advocacy events and protests, Lady Gaga, also known as Mother Monster, has forged a deep connection with her diverse fan base. By embracing individuality and empowering marginalized groups, she has built a brand that resonates profoundly with her audience. Platinum Fitness, elevating workouts with a helipad. Peter Park, renowned personal trainer and owner of Platinum Fitness, continually seeks innovative ways to capture attention. One standout feature of his Los Angeles-based gym is its helipad, offering a unique workout experience against the backdrop of the city skyline. Leveraging this distinct feature through strategic social media campaigns, Park aims to draw attention to his gym, tapping into the selfie culture to generate buzz and attract potential clients. By offering an unparalleled workout setting, Park not only differentiates his brand, but also creates compelling hook points for prospective clients. Embracing uniqueness to drive connection. In both the Lady Gaga and Platinum Fitness examples, these brands harnessed out-of-the-box concepts to deliver value tailored to their target audiences. Similarly, by challenging conventional thinking and embracing originality, you can carve out a distinctive identity for your brand. Do you possess a unique aspect of your offering that tells an intriguing story to your customers? If you're seeking inspiration or guidance in this regard, consider scheduling a private strategy session with me at bkane@brendanjkane.com. Moving beyond the elevator pitch. To capture attention effectively, the focus must shift away from the traditional sales-centric approach. Elevator pitches, characterized by high-pressure sales tactics, often fail to resonate with audiences. Instead, prioritize articulating your value proposition through hook points and storytelling, fostering genuine connections with your audience. While the ultimate goal remains driving sales, the emphasis should be on demonstrating the value your product or service provides in addressing specific pain points. Distinguish between sales-oriented language and value-driven communication to cultivate meaningful engagements with your audience. Unlocking opportunities through value creation. During a speaking engagement at Web Summit, I had the privilege of interviewing John Seifert, worldwide CEO of Ogilvy. By offering to apply my content distribution methodologies, I guaranteed a broader reach for our interview. This proactive approach not only impressed Seifert, but also led to further connections within the industry. By consistently providing value, You establish mutually beneficial relationships that facilitate business growth. In conclusion, the key to accelerating demand for your brand lies in unlocking and showcasing its inherent value through innovative hook points and genuine storytelling. By prioritizing value creation, you can forge lasting connections with your audience and unlock new opportunities for growth. Hiring assistant. Entry-level candidates welcome. Experience not required. Providing value to others isn't limited to those with extensive backgrounds. It can happen at any career stage. When I began as an assistant at Lakeshore Entertainment, assisting with the social media campaign for the movie Crank led to an unexpected opportunity. Meeting actor Jason Statham, known for Snatch, Hobbs & Shaw, and The Transporter, opened doors. Simply by being helpful and doing a good job, I earned trust and credibility with a successful movie star. Though the meeting didn't result in ongoing work, it showcased the value I could offer and led to an incredible opportunity. Mastering media appearances, insights from a seasoned guest. Michael Bross, the sleep doctor, shares his strategy for securing media opportunities. Be a good date. Treating everyone with kindness and offering value pays off. His first appearance on the Dr. Oz show stemmed from a previous connection, highlighting the importance of building relationships. By offering personal assistance, Bross gains trust and credibility, fostering repeat appearances. Securing top-tier jobs, the power of value and connections. My father's experience breaking into a prestigious law firm without an Ivy League degree highlights the shift in hiring criteria. Clients sought attorneys who brought not only legal expertise but also valuable connections. My father's extensive network and interpersonal skills were his key assets. When hiring, he prioritized candidates' ability to communicate and build relationships over their alma mater. Building relationships and showcasing additional skills are essential in today's competitive job market. The secret to job search success, a shift in perspective. Many fail in job searches because they focus solely on their needs, neglecting the needs of potential employers. Adopting a service-oriented mindset, considering how you can benefit the employer, yields better results. Approach opportunities with the question, how can I be of service to you? To stand out and build meaningful connections. Mastering the art of securing your dream job. The key to securing a coveted job or promotion isn't just about demonstrating your skills, it's about fostering trust and forging strong relationships. Surprisingly, at top firms like Ernst & Young and Deloitte, nearly half of hires come from employee referrals. Moreover, referred candidates enjoy a significantly higher chance of being hired once they reach the interview stage. Why? Because employers often prefer to hire individuals they can envision as colleagues and friends. Attitude often outweighs aptitude in hiring decisions. Given that coworkers often spend more time together than with their own families, it's crucial to not only be competent, but also pleasant to work with on a daily basis. The secret to building trust lies in understanding and fulfilling the needs of others. Consider what potential employers seek, such as a strong work ethic, trustworthiness, likability, creativity, persuasive communication skills, approachability, concern for colleagues, specialized expertise, e.g., technology, social media, finance. Everyone possesses valuable skills, whether professional or personal. Take time to identify your strengths, such as writing, public speaking, or even hobbies like surfing or golfing. Leveraging these strengths can help you form meaningful connections. Exercise, identifying your strengths. Spend 10 minutes listing your skills, both professional and personal. Professional skills, writing, public speaking, strategic thinking, etc. Personal skills, hobbies, interpersonal strengths, etc. When interacting with potential employers or clients, strategically highlight these skills to showcase how you can add value. However, be mindful not to oversell irrelevant skills. Tailor your approach to meet the specific needs of your audience. The path to fulfillment at work. Recognize your own value and seek out clients or employers who appreciate it. While financial compensation is important, true satisfaction comes from feeling valued and appreciated. If a company fails to recognize your worth, it may not be the right fit for you. For me, work isn't just about the paycheck, it's about mutual appreciation and respect. When hiring, prioritize candidates who align with your values and demonstrate their value beyond monetary terms. Every industry thrives on service. Eric Brownstein of Shareability emphasizes the power of service in both professional and personal spheres. By genuinely wanting to help others, you can make a lasting impact. Brownstein's approach, inspired by Patrick Lencioni's book Getting Naked, emphasizes authenticity and a willingness to share insights freely. By adopting a service-oriented mindset, you can build genuine connections and win over clients or employers. Avoid adopting a victim mentality, refrain from seeking pity, and steer clear of self-centered approaches. Instead, emphasize your strengths and always consider the perspective of others. Building value in business involves presenting information in a way that benefits your audience, rather than solely serving your own interests. I once encountered a contractor who failed to grasp this concept. He would only highlight how situations were advantageous to him, even resorting to sharing personal struggles to evoke sympathy and secure more business. However, relying on pity is not a sustainable strategy. It's far more effective to demonstrate the value you offer through your skills, products, or services. For instance, when proposing a rate increase, focus on how the enhanced service benefits the client. Highlight the improvements they'll experience and explain how the adjusted rates are necessary to maintain this higher standard. By framing the conversation around the client's needs and the value they receive, you'll garner a more positive response. In essence, don't play the victim. Instead, showcase your capabilities and always prioritize providing value to others. Embrace homework, maximizing critical meetings. John Kilcullen, renowned for the For Dummies series, stresses the importance of thorough preparation before crucial meetings. By conducting extensive research, you can offer potential clients invaluable insights and solutions tailored to their needs. Identifying unmet needs enables you to demonstrate the value of your offerings effectively, potentially justifying premium pricing. Additionally, Kilcullen advises engaging with both customers and employees to glean valuable insights that can enhance the value proposition. Distinguishing yourself in elite circles. Peter Park, owner of Platinum Fitness, stands out among the myriad personal trainers nationwide. His unwavering passion for his craft forms the cornerstone of his success. Clients are drawn to his genuine dedication and relentless pursuit of their improvement, irrespective of their background or status. Harness your passions to captivate others, as enthusiasm is contagious and inherently valuable. Crafting compelling content. Lessons from Morton Salt and TSA. Establishing a connection with consumers is paramount for brands seeking engagement, whether through emotion, humor, or education. Resonating with audiences fosters interaction and content sharing. Mike Jurkovac, a seasoned director, emphasizes the importance of genuine connection, exemplified by artists like Will.i.am of the Black Eyed Peas. By aligning with diverse audiences, brands can foster lasting relationships. Even seemingly mundane brands like Morton Salt and TSA can captivate audiences with creative content strategies. For instance, Morton Salt collaborated with OK Go to produce a captivating video, showcasing the brand in a fresh and exciting light. Similarly, TSA's Instagram account offers quirky insights into airport security, demonstrating that any brand can cultivate engagement with innovative content. Brand authenticity, a lesson from Google's Loretta. Commercial Ernest Lupinacci praises Google's Super Bowl commercial Loretta for its authentic portrayal of love, loss, and memory. Unlike ads that force unrelated concepts together, Loretta resonates with viewers by tapping into universal emotions. In marketing, prioritize branded utility by ensuring your products and services genuinely serve your customers' needs. Upholding promises builds brand loyalty and accelerates demand. How to establish a multi-million-dollar t-shirt empire. In the realm of fashion, my acquaintance Zach Francis achieved remarkable success with his t-shirt line, Society, catapulting it into the prominent retail chain, Buckle. When inquired about the secret behind his brand's prominence, Francis unveiled his strategic location within North America's largest t-shirt print factory. This advantageous setting enabled him to swiftly conceive, print, and dispatch new t-shirt designs directly to Buckle executives overnight. The unprecedented agility in meeting demands left a profound impression on the Buckle team. With the ability to swiftly adjust designs upon request, Francis emerged as an exceptionally desirable collaborator. Building upon the insights garnered from Society's journey, Francis ventured into launching another brand, Dibs, in partnership with Buckle. Remarkably, Dibs charted the fastest growth trajectory in Buckle's 50-year retail history, soaring from zero revenue to seven figures within a mere 45 days. The key takeaway here lies in the provision of value through your products or services. Ponder over the supplementary value you can furnish to distinguish your brand from the competition. Reimagining cold outreach, a vital strategy. At times, the most enlightening approach involves understanding what not to do. Let's delve into instances of ineffective cold outreach, characterized by a self-serving agenda rather than a focus on providing value to the recipient. Consider these examples. 1. An attempt to veil self-interest as value provision falls flat. 2. A message oblivious to the recipient's needs, lacking personalization or relevance. 3. Failure to tailor outreach efforts to the recipient's industry or interests. 4. A clumsy introduction devoid of personalization or context, undermining credibility. 5. Lack of incentive for the recipient to engage or pursue further interaction. 6. Misjudged assumptions about the recipient's interests or activities. In stark contrast, effective cold outreach hinges on comprehending the recipient's objectives and tailoring proposals accordingly. It's about fostering genuine connections by expressing interest in the recipient's endeavors and offering solutions tailored to their requirements. Avoid utilizing platforms like LinkedIn or email for indiscriminate solicitation. Instead, employ a strategic approach focused on forging meaningful connections and delivering value. An exemplar of efficacious cold outreach can be observed in the following email. Insert example email. By focusing on showcasing tangible benefits and aligning with the recipient's objectives, such outreach endeavors stand a greater chance of eliciting a positive response. In my personal experience, employing this approach has facilitated successful collaborations with industry giants, resulting in substantial business growth. The crux lies in prioritizing the recipient's needs and offering solutions that address their pain points. This nuanced approach, albeit seemingly subtle, can yield transformative outcomes in the realm of cold outreach. In an era inundated with digital clutter, a compelling hook point coupled with a compelling value proposition serves as the linchpin for cutting through the noise and capturing the recipient's attention. Ascending peaks, shredding slopes, and marketing marvels. Drawing from the wisdom of Latham Arneson, previously the digital marketing lead at Paramount Pictures, we are reminded of the paramount importance of knowledge in content marketing. Humans are inherently drawn to learning, and by offering valuable insights, you not only enrich their lives, but also cultivate interest in your offerings. Arneson finds inspiration in Patagonia's captivating experience letters, which detail thrilling escapades and showcase the utility of their products. This narrative-driven approach sparks wanderlust and primes him for his own adventures, fueling a desire to invest in Patagonia gear. The potential for knowledge sharing extends across industries. Whether it's financial advice from a tax advisor like the informative Clear Value Tax YouTube channel, or wellness insights from a yoga instructor's newsletters, every business can leverage content marketing to forge meaningful connections with its audience. Generosity breeds prosperity. Contrary to the scarcity mindset, offering high-value content for free is a strategic investment in building trust and credibility. Gary Vaynerchuk epitomizes this ethos, building his brand by freely disseminating valuable information, including an 88-page content strategy document worth $1,500. While prudent discretion is advised, particularly regarding the stage of audience engagement, providing substantial value up front lays the foundation for enduring relationships. Just as retail samples entice customers, platforms like Ipsy thrive on the reciprocity of value between consumers and brands. Even in public speaking engagements, figures like Michael Brose leverage generosity to expand their clientele. By freely sharing informative resources, Brose not only educates, but also garners new opportunities through trust and reciprocity. Unleashing viral potential. In today's fleeting digital landscape, engagement surpasses mere views and significance. Content creators must craft material that resonates deeply, igniting discussions and prompting shares. Naveen Gowda's directive to address audience needs underscores the importance of relevance and resonance. Renowned content creators like Jay Shetty emphasize 5 key themes: adventure, comedy, emotion, inspiration, and surprise as catalysts for virality. By eliciting visceral responses, content becomes inherently shareable, driving its reach and impact. Shetty's success hinges on authenticity, supported by real-life experiences and scientific backing, conveyed through poetic simplicity. This potent combination not only captivates but also endears, fostering a community around shared values and experiences. Delivering value, cultivating loyalty. Craig Clemens advocates for immediate value delivery in digital content creation. Whether through unique insights or actionable advice, the goal is to captivate and retain audience attention by consistently enriching their lives. Figures like Tai Lopez exemplify this approach, leveraging attention-grabbing visuals to hook audiences before delivering actionable knowledge. By positioning himself as a source of practical wisdom, Lopez fosters a loyal following eager for continuous growth and learning. In essence, the currency of content lies in its ability to enrich and engage. By prioritizing value creation and fostering genuine connections, content creators can cultivate enduring loyalty and influence in an ever-evolving digital landscape. Key insights and recap. For a product or service to be viable, it must offer value. Standing out and gaining attention is achievable by providing unique value. Genuine helpfulness is a potent tool for attracting new business. Identifying and addressing unrecognized needs can lead to profitable opportunities. Building and nurturing relationships is fundamental in business. Emotional connections with audiences increase content sharing. Prioritize offering utility to customers in your marketing efforts. Strategic use of LinkedIn and cold outreach emails should focus on building relationships and providing value. Content marketing is essential for cultivating customer relationships. Online content should immediately deliver unique, valuable information. Shareable content often revolves around themes like adventure, comedy, emotion, inspiration, and surprise. Real-life experiences, scientific backing, and clear communication enhance content engagement. The principle of reciprocity applies. The more value you provide, the more you receive. Chapter 8, From Initiation to Expansion, unveiling the strategy behind $1.6 billion in 48 months. Once your business is fortified with a robust strategy, intertwining clear hook points and compelling narratives, the natural inclination is to pursue expansion. While delivering value to customers lays the groundwork for growth, the true challenge often lies in accessing the right audiences and potential clientele. In this chapter, we delve into the strategies of tapping into existing traffic, identifying super connectors, capitalizing on referrals, and amalgamating online and offline marketing endeavors to facilitate scalable growth. Avoid the ground-up approach. Capitalize on existing traffic channels. Many of the most astute and prosperous enterprises have experienced meteoric growth by capitalizing on pre-existing audience bases. Take YouTube, for instance, which was acquired by Google for $1.65 billion within a mere 2 years, largely due to its savvy utilization of MySpace's traffic. At the time, MySpace lacked an integrated video player, and YouTube astutely filled this void by devising a video embed code compatible with MySpace. This ingenious move allowed MySpace users to seamlessly share videos on their profiles, catalyzing exponential growth for YouTube. Similarly, Instagram leveraged Facebook's existing traffic to rapidly expand its user base. Another illustrative case is how I leveraged the traffic generated by forging relationships with influential bloggers during my tenure at Lakeshore Entertainment. Recognizing the significant clout and traffic commanded by film bloggers, I initiated collaborations to promote Lakeshore's films. Hosting exclusive events such as The Wrath of Khan at Comic-Con enabled us to cultivate rapport with bloggers, thereby amplifying our film's exposure among their avid followers. This symbiotic partnership not only elevated Lakeshore's brand, but also expedited our reach to potential moviegoers in a cost-effective manner. Emulate such tactics in your industry by identifying existing traffic reservoirs and devising strategies to provide value to these conduits. Additionally, tapping into mainstream traffic hubs like Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat, dubbed the New Age media conglomerates by entrepreneur Gary Vaynerchuk, can broaden your outreach to potential customers. However, with ubiquitous attention, the challenge lies in crafting a compelling hook point to captivate audiences amidst the digital cacophony. Explore scalable traffic channels to test your hook points. Social media advertising platforms serve as scalable avenues for rapid experimentation and learning. By systematically testing various hook points, you can ascertain their efficacy in driving awareness, generating leads, expanding email lists, facilitating e-commerce conversions, and augmenting follower counts. The real-time feedback garnered from these experiments empowers you to fine-tune your messaging for optimal engagement. Unleashing the potential of existing traffic. My Instagram growth strategy. My journey to amass 1 million followers on Instagram within a short span was propelled by harnessing existing traffic sources. Employing a meticulous content distribution strategy across Instagram accounts with substantial followings, I achieved staggering growth rates, garnering upwards of 200,000 followers in a single month. By rigorously testing different hook points and content formats, I identified the most compelling variations to entice viewers to follow my page. Subsequently, scaling up the dissemination of winning content across multiple partner accounts facilitated exponential growth, validating the efficacy of our approach. Leveraging platforms like Instagram for expansive growth necessitates a nuanced understanding of audience preferences and adept content optimization strategies. Amplifying your reach. The impact of speaking engagements. Renowned sleep expert Dr. Michael Brose underscores the instrumental role of speaking engagements in amplifying business prospects. Beyond their financial allure, these engagements serve as potent avenues for cultivating new opportunities, be it endorsement deals, future speaking engagements, or acquiring new clients. Dr. Brose adeptly tailors his presentations to resonate with audience members, intertwining actionable insights with relatable case studies to foster engagement. Leveraging Q&A sessions as pivotal sales opportunities, he adeptly nurtures leads, converting audience members into potential clients. Harnessing the power of public speaking can significantly augment your business prospects, provided you tailor your presentations to resonate with your audience's needs and aspirations. Encounter your gatekeepers. In 2018, Brose engaged in 241 interviews, sometimes averaging up to 20 per month. His approach, a monthly newsletter exclusively for journalists, containing insightful sleep research and compelling pitches for their articles or shows. With over a decade of list building, Brose has cultivated relationships with over 650 journalists across major media outlets worldwide. By sidestepping the need for a publicist, he accesses these influential gatekeepers directly, fostering robust connections with those most pivotal to his success. The power of connection. To expand your business offline, seek out what I term superconnectors, individuals deeply entrenched in the circles you aim to penetrate. While the term may echo a popular book, my interpretation focuses on individuals adept at fostering connections with hard-to-reach contacts. Identify key figures in your industry who possess the clout to link you with potential partners, high-value clients, traffic streams, or customers. Particularly beneficial for novices or those less skilled at networking, superconnectors can facilitate numerous introductions. Personally employing this tactic, I, as an introvert, found immense value in such connections. For instance, an MTV executive facilitated licensing deals for my tech platforms, opening doors to collaborations with renowned names like Taylor Swift, Vice Magazine, and more. Elevating your product. John Kilcullen, the mastermind behind the For Dummies series, attributes much of its success to the adept writers sourced by literary agent Bill Gladstone of Waterside Productions. Gladstone, a premier gatekeeper, facilitated connections with writers renowned for their explanatory prowess and comedic flair. Yet the series' triumph didn't hinge solely on Gladstone. Kilcullen's chance encounter with Eric Tyson, who later authored Personal Finance for Dummies, underscores the value of casual connections. Tyson's ties to investor Charles Schwab, evident when Schwab contributed the foreword, further underscore the potency of such networks. According to Kilcullen, collaborative efforts fueled the series' growth. It wasn't the endeavor of one, but the collective brilliance of a team. Embrace each encounter, as even casual interactions can unveil unforeseen avenues for growth and collaboration. Harnessing celebrity allure for your brand. Alex Livian, co-founder of LMS Inc., champions leveraging influential personas to propel brands online. Emphasizing advanced paid media strategies and alliances with high-profile influencers, Livian spotlights Cristiano Ronaldo's CR7 underwear brand as a prime example. Ronaldo's staggering Instagram following, surpassing even A-list celebrities like Kim Kardashian and Taylor Swift, underscores his mass appeal. Leveraging Ronaldo's existing brand, Livian circumvents the arduous task of building brand recognition from scratch, hastening scalability. While collaborating with celebrities offers advantages, Livian warns of potential pitfalls. Partnering with individuals requires meticulous selection to mitigate reputational risks, as a celebrity's tarnished image can adversely impact associated brands. Authenticity is paramount in celebrity partnerships. Aligning with personalities who authentically resonate with your brand fosters immediate consumer trust. Thus, strategic partnerships with trusted influencers can expedite business growth while reducing acquisition costs. In essence, partnering with celebrities offers a rapid route to business expansion, provided one navigates the selection process judiciously, ensuring alignment between the celebrity's persona and the brand's ethos. Harnessing referrals for business growth, strategies and insights. Peter Park, the brains behind Platinum Fitness, has revolutionized his business growth strategy without relying on conventional marketing techniques. Instead, Park credits the remarkable success of his clientele, including notable figures from the realms of celebrity and finance, to the power of word-of-mouth referrals. This approach stems from a profound respect for client privacy, particularly valued by elite athletes and corporate executives. In an era dominated by social media and digital advertising, Park maintains a cautious stance, prioritizing trust and discretion above all else. His humility and genuine rapport with clients, coupled with his aversion to ostentation, endear him to top-tier clientele. Dr. Chris Renna, a distinguished medical professional and super connector, stands as one of Park's key referral sources. Alongside several other esteemed physicians, Dr. Renna consistently directs clients to Park's services, emphasizing his professionalism and expertise. This endorsement carries immense weight, given the unwavering trust patients place in their healthcare providers. Additionally, Park's track record of delivering tangible results for clients translates into glowing testimonials and a steady stream of referrals. Drawing from personal experience, my father, Jim Kane, underscores the pivotal role of referrals in driving business growth. During his tenure at a prestigious law firm in Chicago, referrals served as the lifeblood of the practice, with attorneys actively cultivating networks and relationships within their respective fields. Notably, my father's connections with former political figures facilitated access to high-profile clients and lucrative opportunities, highlighting the invaluable currency of relationships in business development. Park's journey, however, unveils a common challenge associated with referral-based growth: scalability. As demand for his services surges, Park confronts the dilemma of balancing personal involvement with the need for expansion. Collaborative efforts have led to a strategic repositioning, emphasizing the collective expertise of his team. By reframing the narrative to spotlight the breadth of talent within Platinum Fitness, Park aims to foster a scalable model that transcends individual personas. Beyond traditional marketing paradigms, Park's experience underscores the efficacy of targeting diverse audiences to drive organic growth. Naveen Gowda's approach at First Media illustrates the transformative potential of broad-reaching content strategies which transcend niche boundaries to captivate expansive audiences. By embracing this ethos, businesses can unlock new avenues for engagement and diversification, propelling growth trajectories to unprecedented heights. In contrast to the 1,000 True Fans concept popularized by Kevin Kelly, a paradigm shift towards mass exposure emerges as a catalyst for accelerated growth. Rooted in experiences from the entertainment industry, this perspective advocates for ambitious outreach initiatives capable of reaching millions within condensed timeframes. By amplifying audience reach and visibility, businesses can catalyze transformative opportunities and expedite the journey towards sustainable success. In essence, the power of referrals transcends mere transactions, embodying the essence of trust, credibility, and relationship building. As businesses navigate the dynamic landscape of growth, strategic alignment with referral networks, coupled with a bold vision for expansion, paves the way for enduring success. Embrace the potential of referrals, leverage diverse audience channels, and dare to dream big. These are the cornerstones of a growth mindset poised for greatness in the modern business landscape. Maximize your reach, integrating online and offline strategies. Unlock the potential for exponential growth by seamlessly blending your online and offline efforts. By merging these two realms effectively, you can elevate brand awareness, foster substantial expansion, and cultivate meaningful avenues for advancement. Here's how to synergize your online and offline presences to propel your brand to new heights, validating offline success with social numbers. In today's digital landscape, a substantial social media following serves as a powerful validation metric. A sizable and genuine online audience commands attention and encourages further engagement. Cultivate your social media presence swiftly and comprehensively to establish credibility and distinction. This achievement not only sets you apart, but also functions as a compelling hook point, drawing attention to your core message and offerings across various platforms, transforming online audiences into offline opportunities. Consider my own journey, where I rapidly amassed 1 million followers on Facebook and Instagram. Leveraging this online success, I seamlessly transitioned it into offline endeavors, such as securing a literary agent and publishing a book. By strategically capitalizing on my digital achievements, I opened doors to speaking engagements at prestigious events worldwide. Each milestone, whether online or offline, fueled the momentum of my brand's growth, illustrating the symbiotic relationship between virtual and physical realms. Expanding offline brands through online channels. Conversely, traditional brands can leverage online platforms to amplify their reach and relevance. Take, for instance, my collaboration with Michael Broyce, the sleep doctor, who boasts a formidable offline presence but seeks to bolster his online footprint. By integrating offline hook points into compelling online content, we aim to catalyze rapid audience expansion and cultivate new revenue streams. This strategy harnesses the collective power of offline reputation and online scalability to drive substantial growth, harmonizing online and offline narratives. The key lies in orchestrating a harmonious synergy between your online and offline narratives. Rather than viewing them as distinct entities, recognize their potential to complement and reinforce one another. Test your stories in offline settings to refine their impact, then strategically amplify them through online channels to reach a broader audience. Embrace the interconnectedness of these mediums to unlock unparalleled opportunities for growth and scale. In conclusion, while the allure of immediate online revenue is undeniable, don't overlook the broader potential for integrated growth across both realms. By strategically aligning your online and offline efforts, you can forge a path towards sustainable expansion, enriching your brand's narrative and fostering meaningful connections with your audience, both online and offline. Unearth podcast gems for lucrative opportunities. My recent feature on the Finding Mastery podcast with Michael Gervais is a prime example of blending offline engagements with online visibility. With its substantial listener base, appearing on this esteemed podcast facilitated substantial revenue gains for me. Executives from several major corporations, avid listeners of the podcast, reached out to enlist my services. To secure these valuable clients, I employed a strategy that seamlessly melded online and offline tactics. Leveraging my book offline and the allure of amassing 1 million followers online, coupled with a meeting arranged through a mutual acquaintance offline, I secured a spot on the podcast online, which in turn garnered me business offline by exposing me to a vast audience online, some of whom expressed interest in collaboration both online and offline. I understand it might sound complex, but the essence is clear. The synergy between online and offline efforts is undeniably effective. Can you envision how these realms intersect, interact, and bolster each other? In this scenario, both online and offline interactions continuously complement one another, paving the way for opportunities. It all begins with a captivating hook point and narrative that can be leveraged across various platforms, enabling audience diversification and bolstering brand recognition. Securing your first podcast appearance. Embarking on your inaugural podcast appearance can be approached through various avenues. One option is engaging a publicist. These professionals specialize in generating and managing publicity, extending beyond podcasts to encompass radio, television, and print opportunities. However, it's imperative to conduct thorough research. Opt for someone who offers flexible contracts, allowing you to assess their efficacy, aligns with your brand vision, and fosters a collaborative working relationship. Another route entails enlisting the services of companies dedicated to securing podcast opportunities for potential interviewees. For instance, Interview Valet specializes in podcast interview marketing, matching individuals with suitable podcasts, aiding in interview preparation, and amplifying exposure across social media platforms. While such companies typically target podcasts with audience sizes ranging from 1,000 to 40,000 downloads per episode, rather than top-tier shows boasting 100,000 plus downloads per episode, it serves as an excellent entry point. For an introduction to Interview Valet, kindly reach out to me at bkane@brendanjkane.com. Personal referrals from acquaintances and colleagues have proven instrumental in securing appearances on high-profile podcasts. Strategic introductions often yield optimal results and are generally cost-effective. Alternatively, if you're yet to cultivate such relationships, consider identifying superconnectors or focus on expanding your audience to forge new connections and partnerships. This brings us to leveraging a substantial social media following to secure podcast appearances or establish your podcast. Podcasts thrive on audience engagement. A sizable social media following enhances your desirability as a guest, attracting hosts eager to tap into your network. Alternatively, you can initiate your podcast, attracting guests seeking exposure to your audience. Jay Shetty, for instance, transitioned from viral content creation to hosting the immensely successful podcast On Purpose with Jay Shetty. Featuring prominent guests not only bolstered Shetty's credibility and audience reach, but also facilitated strategic networking opportunities. Conversely, guests, regardless of their existing audience size, stand to gain new followers through such collaborations. My 1 million followers and the rapid growth narrative I crafted have garnered me numerous podcast invitations. Hosts recognize the social credibility associated with a substantial following, viewing it as mutually beneficial for audience expansion and engaging storytelling. Once you've made a few podcast appearances, subsequent invitations often follow suit. Weekly LinkedIn messages offering podcast opportunities have become commonplace, thanks to my prior engagements. Embrace every opportunity, regardless of the podcast size, as each appearance offers valuable exposure and a platform for honing your skills. Taking every podcast opportunity not only expands your reach, but also positions you as an authority in your field, paving the way for larger opportunities down the line. Securing your first speaking engagement. Prior to pursuing my first speaking engagement, I prioritized preparation by engaging a speaking coach. Recognizing the stark contrast between trained and untrained speakers, I understood the importance of a structured approach. While charisma holds appeal, seasoned speakers adhere to methodologies that elevate them to keynote status. Aspiring to excel at the highest echelons of speaking engagements, I was committed to mastering the craft. For an introduction to my speaking coach, please reach out via email at bkane@brendanjkane.com. Feeling confident in my abilities, I began spreading the word among friends and colleagues about my interest in speaking opportunities. Through a business connection, I was introduced to individuals involved in event planning, ultimately leading to a collaboration with IKEA's creative global team in Sweden. Much like the momentum seen in podcasts, each successful speaking engagement catalyzes a snowball effect, garnering more referrals and opportunities. Delivering impactful speeches not only earns recognition, but also attracts potential clients among the audience. Networking backstage at your debut speaking engagement is invaluable. Fellow speakers often serve as conduits for additional opportunities. For instance, I met Michael Brose, renowned as the sleep doctor, at an event, which subsequently led to further engagements through his referrals. While referrals remain paramount, hiring a manager can also amplify opportunities. Personally, I enlisted the representation of a manager to expand my portfolio of paid speaking engagements. For those without access to managerial support, proactive outreach is key. Identifying events aligned with your expertise and pitching yourself directly can yield results. Initially, compensation may be scarce for novice speakers unless they possess celebrity status or niche expertise. More often than not, the journey begins with unpaid engagements, gradually paving the way for paid opportunities. My inaugural paid engagement at IKEA underscored the significance of strategic introductions. Nonetheless, I embraced numerous unpaid events early on to cultivate credibility and enrich my speaking portfolio. Leveraging my substantial social media following has been instrumental in securing speaking engagements. Offering event organizers the prospect of audience outreach enhances my appeal as a speaker. At Web Summit, I leveraged my expertise in digital advertising to provide exceptional value, resulting in significant viewership for the event's content. This innovative approach not only distinguished me, but also served as a compelling case study for securing subsequent paid engagements worldwide. Appearing on your first television show. My debut television appearance materialized through a decade-long relationship with a friend hosting a show on Fox Business. Although my focus wasn't primarily on television, this opportunity underscored the value of nurturing relationships and offering unique value propositions. Subsequent television appearances were facilitated by a publicist, leveraging my social validation and credibility to attract producers seeking individuals with existing audiences. Key takeaways and recap. Leverage existing platforms and connections to avoid starting from scratch. 2. Social media advertising offers scalable traffic sources for rapid growth. 3. Tap into super connectors and celebrity collaborations for accelerated business expansion. 4. Embrace referrals and word-of-mouth marketing as potent promotional tools. 5. Ensure scalability of your hook points for sustained business growth. 6. Pursue visibility across online and offline channels to maximize brand impact and growth potential. Chapter 9. Elevating to world-class status and sharing spicy wings with Scarlett Johansson. Now equipped with the prowess to craft compelling hook points, narrate captivating stories, establish trust, and expand your business, you're primed to allure distinguished clientele, clinch significant deals, and navigate high-stakes scenarios. Mastering the art of swiftly becoming top of mind and projecting an aura of world-class excellence is pivotal. Sizzling tears and savory celebrities, a deep dive into hot ones. In the quest to attract elite clients, innovation often trumps novelty. Take Hot Ones, a brainchild of Christopher Schonberger, for instance. This web series ingeniously packages celebrity interviews with a fiery twist. Participants endure a gauntlet of increasingly spicy chicken wings while fielding questions. The allure? Witnessing A-listers like Scarlett Johansson and Shaq grappling with scorching sensations. This unique concept catapulted the show to prominence, attracting a stellar lineup of guests and setting it apart in a saturated market. Unlocking and nurturing elite clientele. Securing high-profile clients necessitates a strategic approach rather than sheer luck. Contrary to popular belief, accessing individuals of remarkable stature, like Taylor Swift, isn't an insurmountable feat. Leveraging the power of superconnectors and offering genuine value to their inner circles serves as the gateway to forging invaluable connections. By eschewing direct solicitations and prioritizing trust building, you position yourself for lucrative collaborations. Cultivating trust among the elite. Establishing credibility and fostering trust within the echelons of high-profile individuals is paramount. Rather than resorting to overt sales pitches, engaging in authentic dialogue and offering tangible solutions to their challenges set you apart. Michael Broyce underscores the significance of social credibility, advocating for a robust media presence to bolster legitimacy. Cold outreach, when tactfully executed, can yield fruitful engagements, with personalized value propositions resonating deeply. Strategically positioning yourself in environments frequented by the affluent and influential can yield remarkable dividends. And whether through prestigious memberships or speaking engagements, cultivating proximity to your target audience fosters organic relationships and catalyzes referrals, ultimately propelling your ascent to the upper echelons of your industry. In summary, crafting tailored strategies for engaging with luminaries, nurturing trust within their circles, and strategically positioning yourself are integral steps towards attracting and retaining elite clientele. By consistently delivering value and demonstrating genuine commitment to solving their needs, your trajectory towards unparalleled success is all but assured. What keeps a CEO awake at night? In anticipation of high-level client meetings, Eric Brownstein from Shareability strategically ponders, what concerns the CEO most? This inquiry reflects the mindset of successful consultants who navigate the complex issues that occupy CEOs' thoughts. Engaging with organizational leaders, Brownstein delves into their top priorities and apprehensions, understanding the distinct challenges faced by executives at the helm. Through experience, Brownstein discerns that CEOs are preoccupied with broader strategic imperatives rather than metrics like video views. Their focus extends to embracing digital transformation and securing a competitive edge in evolving markets. Recognizing these divergent concerns, he tailors his approach when addressing CEOs versus brand marketing directors with defined objectives and metrics. In a recent dialogue with the chairman of a global conglomerate, Brownstein strategically leverages his understanding of the company's environmental initiatives, aligning his pitch with their corporate ethos and objectives. Such tailored communication, distinct from approaches used with brand managers, underscores the importance of catering to diverse audiences. Adaptability is paramount, with communication strategies varying based on client profiles. From startups with modest budgets to established corporations embarking on digital overhauls, the messaging and delivery must align with each client's unique needs and circumstances. Oprah Winfrey exemplifies succinct and purposeful communication, initiating meetings with probing questions aimed at clarifying intentions and priorities. This approach, endorsed by Brendan Burchard, underscores the value of focus and alignment in collaborative endeavors. Maintaining trust and credibility hinges on delivering on promises and transparently addressing any deviations. Effective communication, attuned to clients' preferences and communication styles, fosters strong client relationships. Leveraging insights into clients' personal interests and motivations, as exemplified in Kevin Costner's fitness journey, facilitates meaningful connections and effective communication. Ultimately, effective communication transcends professional boundaries, influencing both personal and professional spheres. By honing communication skills, individuals can navigate conflicts and foster success and harmony in all aspects of life and business. Rewrite. Your jacket needs altering for a better fit. Peter Park thrives on the challenge of deciphering the ideal exercise regimen for each new client, often engaging in a personal competition of sorts. His discernment is rapid. He can swiftly identify whether a client leans towards a strict, high-intensity ketogenic workout or if a more relaxed approach is in order. Park's knack lies in his ability to assess, strategize, and implement tailored solutions right from the initial session. He observes that many trainers resort to a one-size-fits-all approach, leading to significant issues with client retention. Park advocates for experimentation, stressing the importance of finding the precise approach that resonates with each individual. Recognizing that a universal solution seldom suffices, Park underscores the value of adaptability and personalized service in any business endeavor. To attract top-tier clients, one must remain flexible, attuned to individual needs, and committed to delivering exceptional service across the board. Confidently navigating elite circles. In the presence of esteemed clients, it's common to feel overwhelmed, but Peter Park maintains his composure. Whether he's at Elon Musk's residence or with any other notable figure, Park perceives them as ordinary individuals. By observing their movements, he quickly acclimates, realizing that regardless of stature, people are just people. This level of self-assurance wasn't always innate to Park. In his earlier encounters with prominent clients like Lance Armstrong, nerves often got the better of him. However, with time and experience, he cultivated unwavering confidence. Stepping into any room now, Park exudes assurance in his abilities, approaching each interaction with the mindset of indispensability. Understanding his clients' aspirations for health and fitness, he's confident in his ability to assist them in achieving their goals. Navigating high-stakes environments can evoke insecurity initially, but Park advises grounding oneself in the present moment and maintaining focus on the task at hand. Mastering boundaries for client success. Working with celebrity clients can be demanding, necessitating careful boundary setting to maintain equilibrium. While such clients may require extra attention, it's crucial not to overextend oneself, as this could compromise overall business integrity. Park recently encountered a situation where a celebrity client expressed interest in his services. However, based on preliminary discussions with the client's team, Park anticipated potential challenges. To safeguard his time and energy, he proposed a substantial fee, ultimately deterring the client. For Park, providing unparalleled service entails avoiding draining interactions and prioritizing clients who align with his business ethos. Selective client acquisition ensures optimal focus and dedication to those who genuinely benefit from his expertise. By establishing clear boundaries, Park maintains credibility and fosters healthy client relationships, ultimately enhancing service delivery. Leverage strengths and outsource weaknesses. Identifying one's strengths and outsourcing areas of weakness is paramount for efficiency. Rather than attempting to excel in all domains, Park emphasizes leveraging innate talents and delegating tasks that fall outside his expertise. While conventional wisdom may advocate for addressing weaknesses, Park contends that doubling down on strengths yields superior results. For instance, if communication and language skills are one's forte, emphasis should be placed on honing these abilities rather than diverting energy towards less proficient areas. Humility and continued learning. Humility distinguishes the most successful individuals who remain perpetually receptive to new knowledge. In contrast, those who presume omniscience stagnate and inevitably falter. Park underscores the importance of learning from peers and competitors alike, drawing insights from diverse perspectives to refine his own approach. Engaging with accomplished entrepreneurs like Nathan Latka offers invaluable lessons in business strategy and self-perception. By assimilating such wisdom and adapting it to his own context, Park continually evolves, eschewing the need to reinvent the wheel. In summary, personalize your approach to each client for optimal results. Maintain confidence when interacting with high-profile individuals. Set boundaries to preserve energy and focus on fruitful client relationships. Capitalize on strengths and delegate weaknesses for efficiency. Embrace humility and ongoing learning to drive continual improvement. Chapter 10: The Evolution of Your Hook Point. In the fast-paced world we navigate, hook points serve as our beacon, capturing attention in mere seconds. Yet, beyond their initial impact, a robust brand foundation is essential to sustain the momentum generated by these hooks. As we delve deeper into this chapter, we explore the dynamic process of refining, testing, and innovating our hooks to combat what I term hook fatigue. Identity matters. When guiding brands towards greater heights, industry luminary Nate Morley of Works Collective emphasizes the importance of introspection. What is our purpose? Why do we exist? Whom do we aim to reach? What sets us apart? What values define us? How do we convey these values? How do we differ from our peers? Morley contends that true resilience and resonance stem not merely from what a brand does, but from who it is. Brands that anchor their messaging in their identity forge enduring connections, steering clear of vulnerability to competitors. Initial focus versus long-term vision. For nascent ventures, there's a natural inclination to spotlight their offerings up front. Take, for instance, chatbooks, initially heralded as a platform for print $6 photo books from your Instagram account. However, as chatbooks matured, Morley facilitated a shift towards a deeper narrative. Unearthing the founder's motivations revealed a profound commitment to fostering familial bonds. Thus emerged the evocative mantra, "Hold on to what matters." This transformation underscores a crucial transition from delineating services to embodying purpose. By aligning with intrinsic values, chatbooks transcended transactional engagement to become synonymous with family enrichment. The path to authenticity. In our quest for longevity, we must unearth our essence. Customers don't pledge allegiance to services, they invest in identities. Thus, introspection becomes the cornerstone of enduring success. Embrace the journey of self-discovery. It's the compass guiding your brand towards meaningful connections and enduring relevance. Crafting compelling hook points and narratives may present challenges for many individuals. However, according to copywriter Ernest Lupinacci, the process, though demanding, boils down to simplicity. Lupinacci draws parallels between this concept and daunting undertakings like crafting a movie, scaling Mount Everest, or completing a triathlon. While these endeavors are far from easy, they are fundamentally straightforward, requiring a clear sequence of steps for accomplishment. The real challenge lies in executing these steps. For instance, finishing an Ironman triathlon necessitates swimming 2.4 miles, biking 112 miles, and running 26.2 miles. Lupinacci emphasizes that although people often perceive such tasks as difficult, the essence lies in their simplicity rather than their ease. Expanding on this notion, Lupinacci asserts that uncovering a captivating hook point, akin to the legendary 1969 moon landing headline, is a simple concept in theory. However, actualizing this idea for one's business or brand poses considerable difficulty. Lupinacci advocates for daily dedication to refining one's hook point using the hook point framework, underscoring the importance of persistence in mastering any craft. Transitioning to a discussion on brand management, Doug Scott underscores the significance of maintaining consistent narrative across diverse platforms, likening brand management to the meticulous orchestration of Marvel Studios. Scott extols Kevin Feige's adeptness at transmedia storytelling, emphasizing the importance of synchronizing messaging across mediums to foster consumer engagement and trust. He emphasizes the need for brands to emulate Marvel's approach by structuring their narratives cohesively, ensuring every touchpoint contributes to a unified brand experience. Drawing inspiration from the movie Moneyball, Lupinacci advocates for identifying a brand's Moneyball solution, a guiding principle that informs strategic decision-making. For instance, he credits Apple's success to its adherence to the ethos of thinking different. Similarly, he cites FedEx's relentless commitment to delivering packages promptly as its guiding principle. Lupinacci asserts that a strong hook point serves as the initial step in a brand's Moneyball solution, capturing consumers' attention and paving the way for meaningful engagement. In essence, Lupinacci and Scott advocate for simplicity and complexity, urging brands to distill their strategies into clear, actionable steps while maintaining narrative consistency across platforms. This approach, they contend, not only fosters consumer trust, but also lays the foundation for long-term success. Crafting compelling hook points and narratives can be challenging for many. Copywriter Ernest Lupinacci argues that while this process may be difficult, it's fundamentally straightforward. He draws parallels to daunting tasks like writing a movie script, climbing Mount Everest, or completing a triathlon. Each comprises clear steps despite their arduous nature. For instance, finishing an Ironman triathlon involves swimming, biking, and running specific distances. Lupinacci emphasizes that people often mistake simplicity for easiness when he explains this concept. Finding a captivating hook point akin to the impactful headline, 3:56 a.m., man steps onto the moon, is straightforward in theory, yet demanding in practice. Lupinacci underscores the necessity of persistent effort and adherence to the hook point framework to uncover hooks for businesses. This daily commitment, akin to mastering any skill through repetition, has been his regimen for 15 years. Transitioning to branding strategy akin to Marvel Studios, Doug Scott highlights the importance of consistent narrative across various platforms in the digital age. Just as Marvel maintains a cohesive universe across media, brands must ensure consistency to foster consumer trust and engagement. Scott emphasizes that every touchpoint should reinforce the brand's narrative, akin to movies within a franchise. This approach, akin to structuring a movie studio, fosters brand loyalty and engagement. Ernest Lupinacci advocates for employing a Moneyball approach to business decisions, focusing on core principles like Apple's Think Different ethos or FedEx's reliability. These guiding principles inform every aspect of a company's strategy, ensuring alignment with its core values and goals. Similarly, Lupinacci stresses the importance of empathy and innovation, urging businesses to address consumer needs authentically. John Kilcullen underscores the value of diversity in fostering innovation, encouraging businesses to embrace diverse perspectives and create an environment conducive to growth. He also advises maintaining a balance between challenge and support to cultivate a thriving workplace culture. In navigating the ever-evolving landscape of branding, Lupinacci emphasizes the importance of adaptation and persistence. Hooks must be continually refined and innovated to combat hook fatigue and stay relevant in a fast-paced market. He advises businesses to stay vigilant of market trends and competitors while maintaining a clear brand identity. Ultimately, success hinges on endurance, adaptability, and a relentless pursuit of innovation. By aligning hook points with core values, providing value to consumers, and remaining resilient in the face of challenges, businesses can thrive in today's dynamic market. The Hook Point 5-step creation process serves as your life raft in the turbulent waters of business. Understanding hooks and consistently applying the Hook Point framework can provide a significant advantage to any company. By integrating this process into your overall business strategy, you position yourself ahead of competitors. Continuous revision and evaluation of your hooks empower you. Even industry veterans like Craig Clemens, whose copywriting has generated over $1 billion in sales, emphasize the importance of ongoing testing and refinement. He asserts that actively engaging in crafting hooks, headlines, and copy not only keeps him sharp, but also fosters innovation, contributing to sustained success. Remember, crafting the perfect hook is an iterative process. Even if you strike gold initially, the effectiveness of your hook will diminish over time. Long-term triumph demands perpetual creation, testing, and adaptation of hooks. Many successful individuals and brands owe their achievements to this relentless pursuit of improvement and evolution. Stay mindful that what resonates today may lose its impact tomorrow. To maintain relevance and capture consumer attention, embed the Hook Point framework and a mindset of continuous testing, learning, and evolution into your business approach. This strategic approach enhances your ability to create compelling hook points, thereby bolstering the longevity and success of your brand, products, and services. In the fast-paced landscape of fleeting attention spans, compelling hooks are indispensable for distinguishing yourself and securing market share. By incorporating the Hook Point framework into your business strategy, consistently revising your hooks, and embracing a culture of innovation and adaptation, you fortify your position and remain at the forefront of the ever-evolving marketplace. Acknowledgements. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to the following individuals whose support and guidance have been instrumental in the creation of this book. My esteemed literary agent, Bill Gladstone, whose unparalleled expertise and dedication have been indispensable in bringing this project to fruition. Your unwavering support throughout my journey as an author is deeply appreciated, and I eagerly anticipate our future collaborations. Latham Arneson, your friendship has been a source of inspiration and encouragement. I value our insightful conversations and am grateful for your contribution to this book. Michael Broyce, thank you for your enduring friendship and wise counsel. I look forward to our continued efforts in making a positive impact on the world. Eric Brownstein, your guidance and insights have been invaluable. The remarkable work of you and your team at Shareability continues to inspire me. Craig Clemens, it has been a privilege to learn from you. Your friendship and wisdom have enriched my life, and I eagerly anticipate the journey ahead. Keith Ferrazzi, your mentorship and camaraderie are deeply cherished. I am excited about our future collaborations. Naveen Gowda, your creativity and collaboration have been truly remarkable. I am grateful for the knowledge you have shared and our ongoing partnership. Mike Jerkovats, thank you for your creative partnership and steadfast support. I am enthusiastic about our future projects together. Jim Kane, your support and mentorship have been valuable. I am deeply grateful for your guidance, both personally and professionally. John Kilcullen, thank you for sharing your invaluable experience. Your insights will undoubtedly benefit countless readers. Jeff King, your teachings on the process communication model have been transformative. I am grateful for your support and our meaningful conversations. Vishen Lakiani, thank you for championing my work and for your invaluable contributions. I look forward to our continued collaboration. Alex Livian, it has been a pleasure collaborating with you. Your wisdom will undoubtedly make a positive impact on the world. Ernest Lupinacci, thank you for sharing your knowledge with the world. I am excited about our future collaborations. Nate Morley, your expertise in branding has been invaluable. I appreciate your innovative approach and our insightful conversations. Peter Park, thank you for your mentorship and support. Your guidance has had a profound impact on my life. Doug Scott, your wisdom has enriched this book immeasurably. Thank you for your invaluable contributions. To the dedicated team at Waterside Productions, thank you for your hard work in preparing this book for publication. To the brilliant members of my team, I am deeply grateful for your dedication and hard work. And finally, to Tara Rose Gladstone, thank you for your unwavering dedication and support. Your contributions have been invaluable, and I eagerly anticipate our future collaboration.